today's game of old school Dungeons and Dragons. We're gonna be playing D&D BX with some house rules. It's a revision of, it's the 1981 revision of White Box 1974, so original D&D. We're playing some basic expert. My name is Ekin. I'll be your dungeon master, your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons. We do have some new players, so new players, welcome. Thank you for joining us today, and everyone else who's returning to play, welcome back. Thank you for coming back to play. It is currently Friday here in Japan, so I got off of work early and I'm able to run a game for the American time slot. So welcome back, Americans. And then some of you Europeans are still awake, so welcome back. Um, let's see. All right, so we're gonna start with some game preparation. For those who are new, I'll be introducing you to the game, teach you how to play, rolling up your characters, and then from there I'll be helping the returning players get into the game so that they can get their characters ready for today's adventure. But it require everyone to be, of course, patient
Oh
and
my God. Hello?
attentive. So just thank you for your patience and thank you for joining. Thank you CVZ for joining us. And then I don't know how to say your name. Is it MXCCV? Um,
Mohammed.
Mohammed? Oh, okay. So well, yes. Let's introduce our names then for those who are new. So we can get your first name. My first name is Iken. It is Turkish. I'm not Turkish. I'm Mongolian and Chinese. So
It's
let's see.
Arabic.
But Mohammed,
Mohammed.
is it like that? Did I spell it right?
Mohammed,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Okay, very good. And then CVZ, do you have a first name?
Habibi.
BB, okay. How do you spell it?
Is
Habibi.
Okay. And then Bix is do you have a first name you want to go by?
You can just call me Bix.
Okay. And Torture, you played her before or you knew? I feel like I've seen you before.
Yeah, I played a couple of months ago, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like a few times.
All right. Let's see. Do you remember your character's original class so I can assign you at least a little billet so we know that you're not a noob?
I think the last one was a thief.
Okay, then you'll get the
It may have
apprentice
been a
role.
clerk,
We'll see.
but I think
And
it
we'll
was
bring you to the young,
yeah, yeah,
you're,
apprentice last one as
yeah,
well.
you're retired, of course, but you're returning from retirement, so welcome back. And do you still want to go by Torture, or do you
Yeah,
want to
thank you.
change your name?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll go
cool.
by Torture as well for now.
Ven, welcome, you're new, it seems. Do you want to go by Ven, or do you have a first name you want to go by?
No, yeah, Ven is fine.
Okay, cool. The reason I asked this is because your names are very important to me, so what I'll refer to you as. And it's also the name of your character's house. This will not change throughout your time here. So it's like your username, it will not change. That's how you're going to be recorded. So if your name is, for example, Ekin, then all your characters of house Ekin, right? Their last name is Ekin, or they're of house or clan Ekin, right? So it's our household name. So that's how it would be. So like if your name is John and your player name is Hook, you'll be John Hook, right? So let's see. And is Hook okay for you, or do you want to change your first name?
Uh, let's change it.
All right. Do you have a first name you want to go by?
Vixen.
Vixen?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, ZIX.
Vixan.
Right. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our group. Let's see. All right. Thank you everyone for your patience. We're gonna move on to introducing our new players to the game. Everyone who's returning, as you kind of seen before in the past when you were new, just sit tight, right? And hang out here for a little bit. You can do other things in the meantime. Just stay attentive if you can until it's your turn, and be ready for your own preparations. So this can go through. We can get preparation done quickly, right? All right. So those who are new, though, let me introduce you to what we're doing. So uh, most of you have been told by me already that you're gonna join us for some Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, we're playing some original D&D, some BX. Okay, so if you're not familiar with D&D, basically this is a tabletop fantasy adventure role-playing game that was made in the 70s and the 80s. It's all about telling stories with your friends, um, having a good time, creating memorable experiences. But when you play the game, you play as a player, and the players take on the role of a particular type of character in this world of Dungeons and Dragons, and they're called adventurers. Adventurers are like fortune seekers. They are brave men and women who seek fame and fortune, seek great rewards by taking great risk. Okay, So you'll do this by hunting monsters, treasures, and bounties for fame and fortune. That's pretty much the whole point of the game: to get rich, to live, to tell the tale, to survive, right? So to lose, the only way to lose is death. If you die, you lose, and there will be winners, there will be losers. Simply to win, you must get rich, famous, and survive, right? So and tell a story, right? But a game is about telling a story, and we tell a story through playing this game. The game is played very simply. It's a really easy game actually, but it can get complicated at times, right? It depends on how complicated you want to make it. So it is a game of the imagination, though. Pretty much how it plays out is it's kind of like fortune telling. The dungeon master is the other player. There's only one, and he is your guide into the world. He does not take on a particular character. Instead, he is just like your eyes into the world and will tell you about what's going on. He will describe to you the world of Dungeons and Dragons that you're in and your experiences in the world, what you can hear, see, and smell around you, and provide you with opportunity to seek glory and riches, right? Then you as a player, you have to imagine yourself as a character, and you're going to be role playing, playing the role of a character, right, of your class. And you're going to seek a fame fortune. You're going to get to choose any action you want, discuss with your party, figure out what you want to do, and from there, the dungeon master tells you your fate, right? What happens? You and the dungeon master might roll some dice to determine what happens. That's all there is to it. So again, very simple game. It's 3 steps. Dungeon master tells you what happens or what's happening. You say what you want to do. Dungeon master tells you what happens from what you want to do. That's it. That's all there is to playing D&D. But before they can play, you'll need a character, all right? So this is going to be who you are in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, right? So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to create your characters. So we're just going to go alpha numerical. So starting with Dix, we're going to roll her character up. And we use these strange dice called polyhedral dice to roll uh, certain things for your characters. In this case, we're using it to determine your character's ability scores, which are a reflection of your character's capabilities as an adventurer, your talents and flaws and such. Real quick, from the new players, any questions so far? Any concerns? All right,
No.
cool. Let's see. So we're gonna start with her abilities, her strength. Okay, so we're gonna roll 3d6 to determine it, and eventually, as you guys will play, some of you are more familiar with modern versions of D&D, but back in the old days, the dungeon master was the only one who rolls dice. Like a fortune seeker was the only one who looked into the crystal ball and told you what was going on. Um, But you can roll your own dice here. We actually have a house rule. It lets you roll your own dice. You can use a dice bot. You can use your own dice if you have a camera, but that's the only way you can use your own dice. You have to be fair, show it on the camera. So, let's see. For now though, most of the rolls will be rolled by the Dungeon Master. And, let's see. We'll get Vix, her character first. So, what you will do, Vix, is on your paper you can write your name, Biggs up there, your player name, and then lower than that, you're gonna start listing off your scores. The first score you're gonna roll for is strength, STR, tech, and then this is the number you get. You have a strength of 8, which is below average. A score of 3 to 8 in the old days meant that you had a low or score. Any score that's 3 to 8 is low. 9 through 12 is normal. 13 through 18 is high. Okay, so she's kind of weak. Alright, next is her intelligence. It's a 9, so it's normal. It's good. Alright, her wisdom is 11. That's decent as well. Her dexterity is a 12. That's pretty good. Alright, and then next is her constitution. Constitution is 12. And then her charisma. It's 15. Very good. Okay, so basically, Vix, if you can, write on your notebook paper. You can write your scores. STR tag 8, INT tag 9, 11, and then WIS or wisdom tag 11. Your dexterity or DEX tag 12. Your constitution or con tag is 12 as well. And your charisma or CHA, Ka, or Cha, is tag 15. Okay, so those are your scores.
Yep, got it.
Good. All right. Next, we're gonna create a character for. Is it Kaiden? Kaiden or Kaiden needs one, right?
No, I already made mine. I rolled in the chat and shit.
Oh, I see. All right, one
And
moment.
Hardy.
What did you roll for your strength?
So it's 8, 7, 11, 10, 13, 8.
Okay, good. All right, then.
And my
Oh,
health was 5.
okay. We'll get to that in a moment. We're not that far yet. Let's see. Yubi, is this your old character or?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try to bring him out of retirement, but no guarantees. I'll have to find this sheet. So let's see. Carm, you're gonna play as Haynes.
Isn't Haynes
Uh,
6 still?
I'm 6 though. No.
Your name has Haynes in it though. Let's see. So you're rolling a new one?
Hold up. Yeah, I already rolled it. I'm playing as Danes.
Danes?
You're so stupid.
Yeah, D-A-N-E-A-E-S. Yeah, D-A-N-E-S. Yeah,
Okay.
Danes.
What is your strength?
Uh, I put it all in guard.
Can you tell
So
me
it's
it?
gonna be
I'm
12.
not
All right,
looking at
12,
the.
12, 12, 11, 11, 10, 12, and then 15.
All right, thank you.
Two, two HP
Um,
fighter.
all right. I'll get to that in a little bit. We're just doing the build discussion now. Boomer, were
Okay.
you? Did you join late or something? Let's see. I just saw you join in.
No, I was here on
Oh,
time.
you were here the whole time. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah.
Sorry, I skipped over you.
Mm.
You're rolling a new character too, or are you gonna play as Bruni?
I'm gonna play as Brody.
Okay, cool. And then
Mm.
next is Torture. You're gonna need a new one. Let's see. I don't know what happened to your old one. Let's see.
You know what? To make
I
things
think it
easy, I'll
died. I
just
think this one of them died.
roll a
I'm
new
not sure.
one to make things easy.
You want a new one too?
I'll roll it. I'll just make it. I mean, I already rolled one
All right, I'll
actually.
come back to you then. All right. Let me just continue with Torture. So Torture, here's your strength. Go ahead and write it. It's gonna be an 11. All right. Your intelligence is going to be 13. That's good. Very good. Your wisdom
That
is
is damn
11.
good. All right.
Your dexterity is 13. Very good. Constitution is 7. Kind of low. Your charisma is 12. That's good.
You
All right.
said 13 dexterity?
Yes. Very good.
Okay, awesome. Oh, that's good.
Yubi,
That
your
sounds-
strength. Am I rolling for you or you using bot?
I already used the bot. I'll just tell you what I rolled.
Okay.
9 strength,
Alright.
13 intelligence,
Mhm.
13 wisdom, 10 dex, 14 con, 13 charisma.
Alright. So just a reminder for those who choose to use the bot to roll their scores, you cannot usually roll before this situation, right? Because then you can technically spam rolls until you get good scores, right? So
Well, this was rolled today,
yeah.
so.
But just for those who decide to roll outside of the game, I typically will not accept it. But just to speed things up, I will this time. Is I will trust you that you did not do what some cheaters will do. Um,
Yep.
but usually you don't get to roll right outside of this, because rolling a character is a tradition, right? To do in front of your friends. Let's see. So that
Okay.
it's a fair game for everyone. Let's see. Because it would not be fair if someone says, "Oh, I rolled this earlier, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18," right? It's not fair. Let's see.
Not. I think that's like 1 in a million to happen though.
But some people say, that they did it, right? Well, we know they did not, but let's see. It has happened before. Let's see. So to keep it fair, you have to roll at the table. Let's see. Next is we're gonna create one for Ven. Okay. I see some players have dropped out. It's okay. The real ones will stay. Let's see. Alright, so first is your strength. Alright, 9 strength. Your intelligence is 12. Your wisdom is 7. Your dexterity is 10. Constitution is 11. And charisma is 11. Alright, pretty decent. Next is
Just
Zixon.
one question.
Yeah.
What is Constitution?
Constitution is like your character's toughness, endurance, vitality, your size. So it'll help with your hit points, with how much or how quickly you can heal, things like that.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, Zixon is next. And
Yes, you
your
can
score, by
roll.
the way, if you needed to know your number, was 11. Let's see. Alright, Zixon, here's your strength. You've got a strength of 6, kind of weak. It's okay. Intelligence. Oh shoot, I fell. One moment. Alright, re-rolling it. That's a 2. That's a 3. Alright, so 10. Okay, so 10. Alright, that's 11. So, by the way, it was 6 strength, 10 intelligence, 11 wisdom.
Okay.
And then you got 12 dexterity. Your constitution is 6. And your charisma is 11. Okay.
But what is dexterity?
It's like your character's hand-eye coordination, reflexes, and such. It'll help if
Oh.
your ability to hit with missile weapons, armor class, and initiative. Right. Next is your character's classes. So the class is your character's role in the party, your set of skills, your responsibilities to the party, right? So it's your job. Okay. This is the role that you'll be playing. That's what it means to play or role play. You're playing a role. You're doing a job. So there are 7 classes to choose from among adventurers. First and foremost, you guys are all adventurers, right? You're all hunters of monsters, treasures, and fame. So you're all trying to fight, to hunt, and to loot, right? But you have a specialty, right? It's your class. So there's 4 classes among the race of humans, which are clerics, fighters, magic users, and thieves. And there's 3 among the demi-humans, which are dwarves, elves, and halflings. Okay, they are a different people. They are their own class of adventurer. But among the men, among the humans, right, you'll choose between the first 4 classes. So starting with Bix, I'll make you some recommendations. Then you can just choose the class you want. But based on your scores, because your character is pretty smart and quick and wise, I recommend you're going to either play a magic user, a cleric, or a thief. What do you think?
What kind of magic users are there? Or is it just like magic user and then
And the old days, yeah, anyone who used magic is called the magic user. So it's not like a modern D&D.
I'll do magic user then.
Sounds good. You'll be a first level magic user. Caden, let's see. You've got a decent wisdom and dexterity. I recommend cleric or thief for you.
Can I do mage?
You could, but you've got a low intelligence. It would be difficult.
Can I subtract a con and then put it into int?
You cannot.
There's not a con, but can I subtract a wisdom and put it into int?
The lowest you can raise or the lowest you can lower a score is by 2 or up to 9,
And it would
right?
go down
So
to 9. Yeah, so wisdom would go down to 9 and it would go up to 8. So that would still be fine, right?
yes, that's fine. It's just
Yeah, I'll do that
yeah.
then.
All right, we'll do that. Getting closer to becoming normal, I suppose.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, for intelligence. You'll just be
Is there a
magic user who
maximum to how
cannot
many
read or write.
points?
Let's see. Okay, so sorry, what was your question?
Is there a maximum to how many points you can transfer from one like section to another?
Yes, so typically you're not supposed to be able to, but optionally, there are some adjustments that can be made so that you may play a certain class better. The characters can lower, in the old days, their strength, wisdom, or intelligence to raise their prime requisite. Prime requisite was based on your class. So if you're a thief, for example, that would be dexterity. You could lower your strength, intelligence, or wisdom for a 2-for-1 ratio. So you trade 2 points to raise your prime requisite by 1 point. And the lowest you can lower any score is to 9. So
that's only in character creation, though. You can't
yes.
change it later.
Yep. Later, to change it, you must earn it. You have to perform.
You must level up.
Yeah, you level up, you train, right? You practice your skills, and you get better. So you survive. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. So next, Karm. Your strength is good. Everything is good, pretty much. What class? I recommend fighter or that's pretty much my highest recommendation.
I'm gonna be a fighter.
Okay, very well. All right.
2
And then
HP.
Torture. Let's see. You have high intelligence and high dexterity. I recommend magic user or thief.
Wait, you said my name? Sorry, I was AFK a little bit.
Yes. Do you want to be a magic user or a
Okay.
thief? Or what class do you want?
I'm going to go with thief this time, but that's a slim margin because I'm definitely thinking about magic user as well with this dexterity and this intelligence, man. But
Yo,
yeah, I think I'm
hey,
going to go with thief.
is it too late to join?
Nope, you're just a little late, so you just have to hold up. We are in the middle of preparing our new players for the adventure, so just stay, yeah, just hang back.
All right.
Alright, sorry about that, Torture. What were you saying?
You're all good. I was just saying I'm going to go with thief this time.
Alright, good to go. Thank you. Let's see. Yubi, let's see, you're gonna play...
I'll be a cleric.
A cleric? Alright, good to go. And then Ven, you've got a good intelligence. I recommend magic user for you.
Hell yeah, let's do that.
Alright, very good. Let's see. Zixin, your dexterity is your best. I recommend thief.
Okay, I like that.
Alright. So, in the old days, for those who are kind of confused, who are coming from more modern D&D, the game was very simple. We did not separate the classes too much, right? Anyone who fought was a fighter, anyone who used magic was a magic user. But to kind of give it a more descriptive flavor, if you want, fighters you can imagine are anyone who's like a knight, barbarian, mercenary type. Magic users are any like witches, warlocks, sorcerers, whatever, right? And thieves are like your rangers, assassins, scouts and stuff. And then you can say that the clerics are like your vampire hunters, Templar knights, right? Priests, exorcists. Okay, so that would be kind of the, I guess, equivalent, right? Also, Valo, you're rolling up a new character. I forgot. So let me get your scores from you. What's your strength?
16.
Okay, intelligence.
11.
Wisdom.
9.
Dexterity.
15.
All right, Constitution.
8.
And Charisma.
11.
Okay, and your class?
Fighter.
Very well. Did anyone else need a new character? Angel, do you need a new character, or is Abraham alive still?
Nah, Abraham died.
Okay, let's get you a new one. Let's see.
All right.
Thank you for remembering. Let's see. Makes my life easier. All right, here's your strength. You've got 11.
Give me a moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get a drink real quick.
All right. What's
Everyone
my
else,
strength?
thank you for your patience. Your strength is 11.
All right, 11.
All right, next is going to be your intelligence. We've got intelligence of 8.
You said
Right.
8?
Yes.
Okay.
Your wisdom is 12.
12.
Mm-hmm. Your dexterity
Okay, I got it.
is 11.
11. All right.
Your constitution is 13.
Okay.
And your charisma is 6.
Have you ever rolled max 6s?
All right. Got it.
All right. So next is your class. I recommend you're going to be a cleric for this one. Either cleric, fighter, or thief.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I'll do other thief.
Thief? Okay. Good to go. Alright, so now you have chosen your classes. I'll describe to each class that you've chosen. So for those who are magic users, you will have the ability to cast magical spells at first level. You'll get to memorize a certain amount of spells from your book per day, which is 1 at first level. And you might have various numbers of spells in your book depending on what you choose for your spells. But that's your role. Your role in the party is to use your supernatural powers, your magical spells, to support the party, whether it's be in combat or in exploration, right? Every spell has its purpose. For those who chose the class Thief, you have special skills to hunt monsters, treasures, and bounties down. Special skills to help you loot, for example. You have lockpicking skills, remove trap skills. There's a whole list. Anything you can imagine a thief could do or a burglar could do, you can do. So I'll go over the skills if in case you want to um, write them down. They're abbreviated with some letters so you can memorize them easier. So those who are thieves, listen carefully. These are your thief skills. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, first skill is called OL, which is open locks. Okay. At first level, you have a 15% chance. You don't have to write that down. Just
Oh,
write
what?
OL. It's open
Can you
locks.
say that again? Can you say that
OL.
again? You kind of cut off.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
L.
OL. Yes. It's open lock skill. Okay. Your next skill is find or remove treasure traps. Okay. For that one, you're gonna write TR, I think. Let me double check. Let's see. Should be TR.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Next skill is hear noises. Okay. It's just HN. All right. The next one is hide in shadows. It's HS. All right. Next skill is MS, which stands for move silently. You also have the
Okay.
skill CS, which is climb sheer surfaces. And
CS.
Climb what?
yeah, CS. And the next skill is PP, which is pickpockets. And then your final skill is backstab. In combat, if you fight an enemy who is unaware from behind, you get a +4 bonus to hit and double damage. So this means you should never be fighting from the front or wherever. You should be flanking the enemy. You should wait for your partner to engage in combat with your enemy, and you will come from the flank, right? So most likely you'll be scouting ahead. You'll take a position where you can, of course, flank the enemy when the party engages, right? So you will wait after the main party or the bulk of the party enters combat, and then you will come around later to support them in case they need it, or fire from the shadows, right? You can backstab with any weapon, all right? This includes bows. So enemy can be taking fire, they won't know where it's coming from, right? Let's see. So that's for the thief. Uh, I've described the thieves. I've described the magic users. Magic users, you got spells, and every spell is very different. I'll go over the spells in detail once you pick yours. For those who have chosen the class fighter, you have fighting skills, and it's a harsh rule here that you get to fight at twice the rate. It's based on the idea of white box, right? So the 2 hit die or higher hit die men have a higher chance or are worth more men, right, on the battlefield. So uh, you can get 2 attacks at first level, more attacks further up, but you attack it twice, right? If you choose to attack, it does not mean you have 2 actions. It means you have 2 attacks if you choose to attack. Um, that's pretty much all that there is to be a fighter. They have more hit points and everything, right? They can use any armor, any weapons. Every class can use any armor, any weapons. Fighters are they just do it better. See, next is the cleric. Very important and vital class for those who chose the cleric. You have the ability to turn undead. Okay, this means compel evil, right? To use your faith in God or Allah or Yahweh, whatever you want to call it, your holy faith, right, to drive off evil, right? Anything that wants to harm you. That's undead, or an evil spirit, for example, right? So you have that, and if you prove faithful enough and reach level 2, you actually get divine magic or divine spells. Okay, so white magic. So that's not until you've risen to that level, though. So if you do make it there, these spells are very powerful and very helpful. All right, so those are your classes that you guys chose. Thank you for listening. I know it's a lot of information to take in, but just get a basic idea, general understanding of what's going on. You don't need to memorize it. I'll be reminding you as we play, especially when you're new. All right, so the next step to character creation is rolling up your hit points. So real quick, we're gonna just go down the list, roll up your guys' hit points, unless you already rolled them, which you're not supposed to, but if you did, then I'll take it. So we'll start with the Bix. You got a magic user. You get 1 to 4 hit points, a D4. The average man in old school D&D only had 2 hit points. They died on 1 hit. Let's see. All right. So yours has 1 hit point. Okay. Your bonus is +0. You have 1 of 1. This might mean that you're just a very frail woman or you're very young, right, and small still. Alright, Kaden, next is your magic user. He has 1d4 +1. He's tall, right? He's tough. He gets a +1 bonus. 4 +1, 5 hit points. Twice that of the average man. You're very tough. Okay. Next is
Yeah,
Karm's
I had already
character.
rolled it. It was the exact same. That's crazy.
Karm, did you pre-roll yours? If you pre-rolled it, we have to take it. So, Karm.
Carmen, you might have to mute and unmute because it just did that to me too. So mute and
Yeah,
unmute if your mic isn't working.
problems, probably.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll come back to him. Torture, we're gonna roll for you. Rolling a d4. You're a thief. Thieves have a d4. You've got 3 plus or minus 1 because you're small and weak, or you're not very tall. Your constitution tells us. So you've got 2 hit points.
No.
All right, it's
That's
average.
less than 3 hit points. Fuck man.
Yubi, yours get a +1. You're a cleric. You get 1d6.
I already rolled.
Oh, thank you. All right, what's your roll?
It's a 7.
Okay.
6 plus 1, 7.
All right, then you've got 1d4 plus 0. Yours starts off 1 hit point.
1. My
All right.
lord.
You're playing on hardcore mode. Let's see. Zixin, you're next. You get 1d4 minus 1. Let's see. Yours says 3 minus 1, 2. It's average.
Is everyone weak?
I have a question.
Yes.
Should I write down my HP somewhere?
Yes. On your paper, write HP or hit points, tag, and then whatever you got. For you, it was 1. So you do 1/1.
Okay.
Yep. Everyone likes to write their sheets in different ways. You can write it however you like, as long as it helps you remember. So, let's see. Valo, you're next. You got a fighter. Did you pre-roll yours?
Yeah, I rolled 2 minus 1, so 1.
Okay. All right, and then Angel, you get d4 plus 1.
1
so
plus
yours
1?
is 4 plus 1, 5.
Oh. Oh.
So Angel, you got 5.
I reverse jinxed it for you.
All right, back to Karm. Are you with us, Karm?
Wait. You said I got 5?
Yeah, you have 5. Yours is
Alright.
very good. Karm, are you with us? All right, he's AFK. I think I heard him say 2 though, so we're gonna go with 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got 2. I'm gonna check though. I'll check.
All right, if he's AFK, we're gonna drop
Yeah,
him.
he rolled 2.
He rolled 2, yeah.
Because if he's an Olgar, he shouldn't be leaving like this. All right, that's a bad example. All right. We're gonna get you guys equipment next. We're just gonna go through this really quick. I'm gonna start you guys up with some equipment. You can of course influence this. You can tell me what you really want, but I'm just gonna get you the necessities, right? Just so we can start this game quicker. So this is your equipment roll. This will determine how much equipment or supplies your character starts the adventure off with. Eventually you'll have your own funds. You can purchase whatever you like, but this is just what you started with. It's a random. So Vix, your magic user, start with 13 silver pieces worth of equipment. I'm just gonna get you some equipment. You can write this down as we go. I'm gonna list it off to you. So you have a set of clothes. That's your first thing. It costed 1 silver. You have a empty spellbook. It costs 2 silvers. Let's see. You were at starting with 13, right? So we're down at 10. Okay. You also have a spear. So we're down to 7. And then you also have uh, a bag and torches. You have 10 torches. You have a tinderbox. Let's see. Next, that was about 4. Let's see. 4, 7.
I need to use the toilet. I wrote what I want to buy, how much silvers I got in market.
All right. And then thanks for letting us know. Let's see. You also have uh, a sack, a small hammer, and 10 iron spikes or 10 spikes. So we've got a lot of supplies and equipment, but you're the magic user, so let's see. It's kind of your role.
Alright, got it.
Alright, next is Kaiden. Let's see how much equipment you start with. You don't start with as much as she did. Let's see, that's about 7 silvers worth of equipment. So you've got your clothes on, a set of clothes. You've got an empty spellbook.
I just put sleep in that right now.
In a moment when we get to spells, but you can write it now if you already know.
Right.
Let's see. So clothes, spellbook. That's already 3. You also will be starting with a sling.
Yep.
Okay, and you also start with a spear.
Yep.
Okay, that's all your items. Let's see. Next is Karm. So Karm, yours will start with, let's see, 11, 16 silver's worth of equipment. Very lucky. You've got some clothes on. You've got a heavy gambeson. You've got a shield, a spear. Let's see, that's already 1, 4, 5, 8, 11 out of the 16. Okay, that's 5 left. So we'll also get you a longbow and 10 arrows. So heavily or decently lightly armored fighter, right? Fully equipped with weapons. Alright, next is torture. Let's see. Yours, we'll start with, ooh, that's pretty good. 15 silver's worth of equipment. You have your clothes. You have your thief tools or skeleton key. Okay, so just write like log picks if you want to make it short. Um, you got a 10-foot pole. Let's see. So we got 12 left. 12 pole. Okay, we'll get you a longbow. 10 arrows.
Damn, how'd you not load a Lambo? It's good.
That's the best one. You also have a dagger.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's see. So 3, 12. Okay, we're at 12 out of 15. Got 3 left. All right. You also get a. Let's see. You also get a tinderbox and a flask of oil and a 50-foot rope. Okay. Supplies. All right. Yubi, you're next.
Okay.
You got 8 silver worth of equipment. We'll start you off with your clothes, your holy symbol. Let's go ahead and write that down. Those who are not doing anything at the moment, go ahead and start thinking of a name you want for your character. Your first name. You'll have to choose a medieval name. Let's see. So Yubi, you've got clothes and symbol. All right. You also get a, let's say, a sling.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, did you want to choose your equipment?
Oh, I already wrote it down and marked it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a symbol, clothing, masterwork sling, and a spear.
Oh, very well. Okay. Masterwork sling is 5 silvers. Did you have the money for
I
that?
thought I thought sling was 1 silver.
Yeah, but the masterwork one is times 5.
Oh, never mind. Just a sling,
Okay, just a
right?
normal sling.
A spear, and then
You know what's crazy? I rolled 8, exactly what you rolled too. So, alright, let's see.
it was
You
meant
can
to
look
be.
all game. You can.
I
Alright,
have 2 silvers left, I believe. 1 or
actually,
2.
all the things you listed was everything I was gonna get you. But
Oh,
additionally,
okay.
some other things as well. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 1 left. We also got you, um, we'll say we'll get you a wineskin.
What's a wineskin? What's
It's just
that?
empty, but you could, it's a water skin then in this case. Water is
It's
free.
like a canteen.
You
Oh,
can carry a
can I
gallon
just
of
get a
water.
pouch instead?
Sure. Alright. I'm getting you the most useful things I can recommend, but if you want pouch instead, it's fine. Let's see. Then is next. Alright. Let's see, 11. So you will start with your clothes. Let's go ahead and write this down. You've got clothes. You've got an empty spell book. That's 3 already. Alright, 11. 8. You'll also be starting with a, a longbow and 10 arrows. Okay, set 8, 11. Okay, we're at 8. So we got 3 left. We'll also get you a staff. And we'll get you a sack, And finally, we'll also get you, let's see, some herbs. 3 herbs of your choice. Alright, and then Zixon, you're next. These are your items. You've got, oh, poor you. You only get 6 silvers worth of equipment. So you got your clothes on. You've got your lockpicks. And the next is, you've got 3 silvers worth of equipment. We'll get you, damn, okay, we'll get you a sling.
Like a slingshot?
Yep, a sling. Very good weapon in this game.
It's really good.
We'll also get you a knife. And lastly, we'll get you is a small pickaxe. Alright. Valo, did you already choose your equipment or am I rolling for you?
I already chose. I got 10 silvers.
Okay. What'd you equip? Alright. Get clothes.
I got clothing, a sack, heavy gambeson, spear, and a sling.
Is that all your money?
Yep.
Awesome. Alright. And then Angel, I'm rolling for you. Okay, we got 7 silvers worth of equipment. You're gonna start with your clothes, your own lockpicks, and then you also will start with a sling.
Okay.
And you also get, we'll get you a sack, a water
what?
skin, a sack,
A sec. All right.
a water skin, and we'll get you some bandages. You get 3
All right.
bandages.
What was the second last thing you said? You said water skin?
and sack.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you everyone for your patience. Your equipment has been purchased. You're almost done. The last step is creating your names or choosing your names, and then for those who are magic users, you'll get your spells. So starting with Bix, do you know what name you want for your character?
Yeah. I decided on Helen.
Very good. Okay, you're Helen of House Bix. Alright, next is Kaiden, or Kaiden. Alright, what name do you want?
I've already made it as Garfunkel.
Garfunkel. Alright. It's not exactly medieval, but it sounds fantasy enough, so, or old school fantasy enough. You can take it. I've seen some goofy names in the past, for magic users at least, and I'll accept it. Let's see. Let's see here, Garfunkel the medium, and then next is, let's see, Karm. What name did you choose? You said Gaines, or you said Danes? Is Karm here? He's been AFK for a while now.
He said he was in the restroom.
Oh, did he? Okay. We'll come back to him.
Yeah.
Hello, Nags. You're a bit late, but you want to hop in? It's been too long, so I'll let you hop in late if you want.
Sure, sure.
Awesome. Alright, you want to play as Portos or a new character?
Same old character. I'm not going to take up time yet.
Good to go. Appreciate it. I'm sure that Karms is Danes for his name. Plural.
Yeah,
Karms.
Danes. It's the it's. This
Oh,
is other
Karma's back.
Yeah, I was taking a poo.
Alright, very well.
Danes under the house. It's his cousin, his other cousin.
Very well. Another cousin of House Karm. Okay, Torture is next. What name do you want? Torture?
Wait. I'll just choose a random one this time.
Okay, I'll get the name generator.
Oh, Torture's voice just changed completely.
Nah, I just got close to my mic. Also, my mic was like down like this, so it should normally sound like this.
Oh,
Yo,
wait,
bro,
no.
what's up, man?
No. I thought you were Zixon. My bad.
Torture, you're gonna get
What
your name is Cormar.
Oh,
it's
no, dude.
C-O-R.
Cormar? Okay,
Yeah.
nice,
And then
dude. That's actually cool, man.
M-A-R. Okay.
Alright.
This is not exactly a medieval name. It's a Holmesian name, right? From the Blue Holmes rules name generator.
Okay.
So it's an old school D&D name. All right. Next is Yubi. Did you pick your name?
Yeah, it's Callisto.
Callisto. Very good.
Double L.
Like the moon?
Yep.
Alright, and then Ven. What name would you like?
Can I do Belmont?
Yes, very good name.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Hell
Castlevania.
yeah.
Let's
Men
see.
of culture.
I just started watching it.
That's a good one. Zixin, what would you like your name to be?
Castlevania is a good video game.
Quinn.
Quinn?
Quinn.
Like a Quin?
INN. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And then Valo, yours is written, it looks like. Orpheus?
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Good.
my name on PSN.
Alright. And then, last but not least, Angel, what would you like your name to be?
Constantine.
Constantine? Good name. Alright. Thank you
Isn't that
everyone for
from the
picking your
movie?
names. We're almost done with character preparation. Then we'll have a short break before we start the adventure. But the last step for our new players, before we can get our old players settled in, is I think most of you are just have a new character, so it should be easy for the returning players or characters.
Yeah.
But for the last step here for the new ones is spells for the magic users in the group. So Bix, basically, you can have one spell of your choice from the first level spell list, two random ones, or two dungeon master picked ones. Okay. So I'll show you the spell list real quick. In the old days, um, this was the spell list. We had Charm Person, Detect Magic, Floating Disc, Hold Portal, Light, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil, Read Languages, Read Magic, Shield, Sleep, and Ventriloquism. So would you like two random ones, or one of your choice, or two Dungeon Master picked ones?
I can't remember for shit, so I'll let you choose.
Very well. Uh, you'll be starting with the spells Read and Detect Magic then. It's very important spells to have early on so you can progress quicker if you choose to play long term. So they don't really do anything alone, right? They're gonna help you though identify new spells and use new spells right off the bat. So if you acquire them, you can actually memorize the spells of other players prior to the adventure, so that you can use a different spell. So it's kind of like a hacking spell.
Then would I be able to memorize the other person who did like sleep?
Yeah, you can use their book to memorize spells once you use read magic on their book. So that's the idea. So, of course, we need someone to take more important spells so that we can have the read magic guys take it, right? So, let's see. But yeah, you will be able to read their books if they're lended to you. Let's see. Got read and detect magic. Those are your two spells. And you can prepare spells from other people's books. Okay. Next is Kaden. You also get some spells. Do you want to pick
Sleep.
sleep? Okay.
Sleep.
Good to go. Very, very powerful spell in the old days. Alright, next
Just gonna
is,
have Vixen
indeed.
copy it.
Yeah, Biggs would be able to memorize that if she chooses, and you're okay with it. Ven is next. Ven, do you want to pick one? Choose two randoms or two Dungeon Master picked?
Can I copy sleep?
You want to pick sleep, or do you want to perhaps take the Dungeon Master pick spells, which is read and detect magic? In that case, you'll be able to memorize sleep without picking sleep for your book.
Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master pick, good to go.
Yeah.
So you've got read and detect magic, and if Kaden allows it, you can use his book to memorize the sleep spell.
Yeah.
You can think of a read and detect magic as like a diddle spell, right? Like you can just like use anything.
Sorry,
Like
one more time? What is it?
it's like a diddle spell, right? Or like, you know, it's very good because you can just like use any spell pretty much at that point that you're powerful enough to use.
Oh, I
Let's
mean,
see.
what's it called? Sorry.
Read and detect magic. It's two different spells. You got read magic and detect magic. Detect will help you find new magic items
Um,
or sense magical monsters nearby. Let's see.
how many spells can you memorize?
You can memorize one spell a day at level 1. One first level spell.
Infinite spells. You can learn as many as you want.
Alright, and those are all of the magic users in your party. So let's get the returning characters ready for the expedition. The returning characters just include Bruni and Portos and everyone else, make sure you change your nicknames. I'm going to assign you a role. It's a special role only given to those who play on the server. You can see not everyone has it. So those who are brand new, you got a role called the Young Guard. You have just joined our ranks. You're now part of the guard. It's a role given to our newest players. So you get to now use the channels more freely. Let's see. And you can change your own nickname to match your character's name and your class. So soon you all
Also,
will have
Ekin,
it.
I've been in here a month now, haven't I? Isn't today my month?
Yeah,
Is
soon to
today your
change
anniversary?
mine.
Your monthly? Let's see.
I
It
I
is. It
think
is your
so.
monthly anniversary. So,
Yeah.
congratulations. You've been gaming with us regularly for a month. You're now part of the middle guard. Let's see.
Let's go, baby.
Yay!
Welcome
Round
to
of
the club.
applause.
Right. You have risen.
Hell yeah, you're old now.
I'll be an
You're a
old.
salty player now. Alright.
I've still never died.
In fact,
Ekin, don't kill me.
Enjo, you might be on your month mark as well. You've been here regularly, at least playing a few times a month.
Yeah, I think this month I at least played a good 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Okay. You also are welcome to join the middle guard. So, moving forward, you guys will be more respected, of course, or recognized, but you're also expected to know a bit more since you're more experienced technically now, right? So players can look up to you and ask you questions. You will be expected to at least know one of these four things. Either know how to create a character, or you'll either know how to create a character, or you need to know how to map, or you need to know how to call, or you need to know how to what's the last thing? It's mentioned it in my announcements earlier. There's one more thing you can know. So map, call, or
Make character.
oh yeah, make a character. That's pretty much it. Yeah, there's only three options there. You do need to know how to play. That's a requirement, and you all know how to play if you're a middle guard, right? You've been here for a while. There's only three steps to playing the game, right? So,
Right.
but eventually, when you hit old guard, you need to be able to do all of those things. Make a character by yourself, map a dungeon, and call for the adventure, or call for the party, right? Call the shots, what we do, right? Take actions. So, let's see. For now, you just are expected to do one of those additional things on top of knowing how to play. For the young guard, all you gotta know is how to play. You don't need to know how to create a character by yourself yet. And you'll be learning how to play as we go. It's very simple. It's just three steps. I tell you what's going on. You tell me what you want to do. I tell you what happens. That's it. All right. So we're almost ready. I think. Yeah, we're just gonna get Bruni ready. So Bruni,
Yeah.
do you have any preparations?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
We'll go over it in a moment. Let me find your sheet.
Find your shit.
Okay. Looks to me you have 413 silver pieces. Is that fine?
413? Yeah, that's what I have.
Okay, so do you need to purchase anything?
Yes.
Alright. Do you note you're already carrying a lot of equipment and supplies, so anything further will be cumbersome to your character, right? There's a lot of things listed on your sheet already, so.
It says I'm at 129 out of 170.
Should we go over everything that's listed on your sheet?
Um.
Alright, we'll go over everything real quick. So, you've got a set of clothes, a shovel, a 40-foot rope, a dwarven shield, it looks like, maybe magical, sometimes glows, a masterwork sling, a masterwork gambeson, a mail hauberk, a plate cuirass, a masterwork helmet, a masterwork shield, a backpack, a masterwork battle axe, a polearm, a silvered dagger. You have Ronsi, its tack, saddlebags. You have antidotes on it. You have a bag on it, a torch, a flask of oil on it, a normal oil on it, a battle axe, a silvered sword, a silvered spear, a shovel, a short bow, a spear, and a potion. You also have 4 pounds of silver.
Alright. Okay.
All of that
I'm
collectively
leaving all my.
will, yeah, pretty much make you pretty heavy. So what
I'm leaving
what
all my.
additional equipment? Yeah.
I'm leaving all my silver in my house, and I'm gonna put my masterwork shield and polearm on my horse.
Okay. Maybe don't leave your silver yet because you're gonna buy some things.
Oh yeah, well I mean once I'm done
Okay.
buying, that's where it's gonna go. But
Alright, so I'm gonna save.
that's
I'm gonna put that on your sheet still. 413. And you said you want to move some
Mm.
stuff to your horse.
Yep.
What was it?
Masterwork shield and the pole arm.
Okay, pull arm. 1 second. Everything we do, we'll have to take note. Everything like this. Pull arm and then masterwork shield also left on the horse. Alright. Do note that horses can be encumbered too and move slower.
That's why I was gonna get a.
Alright, so your shield.
Mhm.
Let's see, has been moved as well. Alright, what's next for you?
Yo,
I'm-
yo, I got a
Sorry.
friend of mine here. Can we create him a character in a second?
Uh,
Or do
we
you
are
still have time
about
to do
We
that?
were,
to
we were
start.
supposed
If
to
he's okay
buy.
with a fully random character that he doesn't really get to do much with or pick
Oh,
stuff,
okay.
then yeah, he can join us. Because we're about to
Alright.
start the adventure soon, right? So if he does want to join, he'll get. I'll just roll him a character super fast. Right, it should take like 2 minutes for me if I don't have any explanations for him.
Oh, yeah, no, that's totally okay. Yeah,
You're okay
that's
with it?
fine.
Okay, then yeah, then they could join us.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll give him a proper
Perfect.
introduction
Thank
if
you.
he
Sorry for
comes
interrupting,
on
man.
time next time. Let's see.
Oh.
All right. So Boomer, is there anything else you need to do?
I want to buy a destrier.
A destrier?
bag.
Okay. Keep in mind you cannot have more than one horse at a time.
I know. I'm gonna
So.
sell my rounds.
Okay, selling your Rouncy. All right.
Mhm.
So Rouncy sells for
Oh.
2 silvers. A destroyer costs, I think. Hello, welcome. A destroyer is 25, so you're at minus 23, so you're down to 390 silvers for a destroyer, a warhorse.
All right.
Okay. All right, and anything else?
I'm going to buy a heavy helmet.
All right, you already have a masterwork helmet. You still want a heavy helmet?
I'm
Is this
giving
for
it to
someone else? Okay.
Yeah, for someone
So
else.
it costs 10 silvers. You have 380.
Okay.
Who
I'm
is
gonna
this for?
buy. This is for Orpheus.
Okay, Orpheus, do accept.
Yes, appreciate it.
Okay, I'll write it on the sheet. Heavy helmet. Alright, what's next?
I'm going to buy a thing of torches.
Alright, 10. Is this for yourself or for someone else?
On my horse.
On your horse, okay. You're at 11 torches on your horse.
Mhm.
Alright, you're down to 379. What's next?
Tinderbox on my horse.
378. What's next?
A canoe.
I think that's 5, right? Let's see.
Mhm.
Alright, 373. You have canoe. And where are you gonna put it? On your horse?
Yeah.
Alright, you cannot ride your horse with canoes on there.
We should be moving heavy anyway.
Okay, very well. Unless you've got the cart, you can put in the cart. But then by that point, then you might have 2 horses. Let's see. What's next?
Then I'm gonna buy 2 things of rope. Put them on. 50
On the
feet.
horse? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Rope 100 feet on the horse. Alright, you're down to 371.
Alright. And I'm gonna buy a pack of horse.
A backpack for the horse or saddlebags?
Yeah, a pack, and I'm just putting it on the horse.
Okay. So you're at 371 minus 3, 368.
Alright, and that should be all my.
Okay, the horse is heavily encumbered, moves at half speed.
My
Alright.
destrier?
Next is Portos. Okay, so
I am complete.
Oh, you're ready already? Very well. But make sure you got paid from your last expedition. Do you have an idea of when it took place?
Oh man, it's been a bit.
Okay.
This is a new character. I think I should only have like 28 silvers.
On my sheet at the moment, it says 28, yeah. Okay, then we're up to date then. And you don't have anything to purchase, so you're good. Okay. I will recommend, if you want, buy the horse for your character so you can move quicker in the wilderness.
Okay. What is it going to cost me?
Round C, fully equipped with attack and saddlebags, is 9 silvers. Riding horse or courser is 15, and then war horse is 30.
I'll just take the 9 silver.
All right, normal
Mount.
horse, good to go. Round C. All right, you're down to 21. Okay, and our last bit of preparation, we're gonna get one more player with us. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you everyone else for your patience so far. It's gonna be Pierce. Welcome to our group. Let's see. You kind of missed out on the
What's up?
preparation. It's okay. Welcome. We're gonna get your character rolled up real quick. Since you were kind of late, we cannot fully introduce you to the game, but we can at least let you in. Get you a random character. Nice. You got 17 strength. Very lucky. We'll see.
Wow, I don't think he needs a walkthrough, man.
Intelligence is 11. The wisdom is 12. Dexterity is 8. Constitution is 12. And charisma is 11. So copy these down. You got STR attack 17 on your paper. You've got INT 11. You got WIS 12. DEX 8. CON 12. And CHA 11. Okay. Next is your class.
Thank you. I'm gonna put those down.
If it's alright with you, we're gonna make you a fighter since you're strong. As a fighter, you have fighting skills. You attack at twice the rate. Your hit points is 1d8. We're gonna roll it. You have a +0 bonus. You're starting with 8 hit points. We've got a beast of a fighter here. Alright, your equipment. You're starting with 9 silver's worth. We'll get you some clothes. We'll get you a shield. We'll get you a... No, actually, we'll get you clothes, a spear, a heavy gambeson, and a sling. So again, clothes
Also,
is
you
your
can
items. Spear, heavy gambeson, and sling. Those are your items. Lastly, you'll need a name. Do you want a random one or do you want to pick it?
I want to pick it.
Okay, what do you want to be called?
Shikorani.
How to spell it?
Can I just type it somewhere? It's kind of hard to spell it.
Yeah, sure. Post it in the channel for me. You can just post it in the tavern. Shikorani. Do you know where the origin is? We'll have to pick medieval European names for the most part.
It's Indian.
Okay, that's fine. Shikorani. Okay.
Also, Ekin, before we depart, I'm gonna have Helen and Ben copy my sleep.
That's fine. We'll discuss it. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. If they want to, they will be able to, since you gave permission. All right. So, let's see. We got Pierce ready. We got Nags ready. We got everyone ready, right? Did I accidentally miss anyone?
I'm still installing the game.
Oh, yeah. So
Installing?
you're in the Young Guard now, so you should be able to change your name. So you can switch it from Pierce to Pierce still, but with capital. With everything really formal here, or what's it? Uniform. So your name's Shikorani, so we'll do it Shikorani. And then your class is F1, First Level Fighter. Alright, thank you everyone who changed their own names. Appreciate it. Let's see, saves me some time. But please, you have all finished the first part of the game, which is game preparation. You're all ready to play. So take a small break, take 5 minutes to get a drink, rest, use the bathroom. Okay, I'll see you in 5.
Okay, this awkward silence is like not it. Jesus Christ.
This is how it usually goes. Everybody's doing their stuff. They're getting their food, doing all that shit. They're getting ready for the 3-hour adventure, bro.
Crickets. Oh my god.
What are
Oh my
these
god,
letters
it's
and
like
numbers?
Oppenheimer all over
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say, Ben?
Oh, what are the like letters and numbers next to each person's name?
So T is thief, C is cleric, D is dwarf, M is mage,
Yep.
F is fighter, and then yeah.
And then what is like the one that everyone has? Or
That's
five?
level 1. See how Boomer
Alright,
has D5?
so
He's a level 5 dwarf. So
yeah,
you
I'm
want to
probably gonna
put
be.
M1.
Okay. Thank you,
I'm
sweetheart.
probably gonna be leading
Of
this
course, baby
unless
boy.
Ayubi, are you calling? Ayubi, comment below. Are you
Well,
guys? Are
no,
you
Boomer,
calling?
you need to call because Yubi's gonna leave early. Remember, so you need to be
Oh
caller.
yeah. Okay. So I'll call.
Yeah.
I can map,
I've been
but
there
you
before.
should call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been there before.
No. You know.
You said we talk about copying spells after the break, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
I never know when he does it
So,
because I don't know.
You do
you
it
guys,
after the adventure. Oh,
you guys remember the way to the silent tomb, right? The sunken tomb, whatever it's called.
Nope.
Okay, well I have it written down just in case. It's
Well, my
south.
mom just got me some Wendy's right now, so I'm gonna stuff my face with it right now.
At 11 o'clock at night, your mom got you Wendy's, bro?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, dude, your mom's a freak.
Go ahead, you fat
Is that an
bastard.
issue?
It is an
Alright.
issue
That's
because
right.
I
Yeah,
want Wendy's and I can't have it because I'm out in the country. So fuck you,
Hey,
pussy.
Nags, didn't think you would make it,
Alright.
Nags.
Nags is jealous because he can't have Wendy's. That's okay. Well, Nags, now you get to. Now, Nags, you get to watch me eat it now.
Thanks for torturing an old geriatric
Wendy's kind of
person.
mid.
So
Don't
we
do
have
that
a
because
we
their
have a
barbecue
large
Dude, I just
sauce
party.
want something
is.
fattening right now.
We have a large
I'm craving
parties,
it.
guys. So whenever we have big parties, usually we have a lot of people talking at the same time. So let's just try to like manage that so we don't scream like a bunch of baboons. You know?
You're saying that because I'm black?
Yeah, that's racist, bro.
No. Are you black?
Is that a surprise to you?
Yeah, Boomer actually doesn't see color, so.
Yeah, I can't see through my screen and like look at your face. I'm sorry.
He's
Oh my
colorblind.
gosh, that is insane. Like a dog.
Yeah, I hate all races equally. You know.
Okay. Kiss my gray behind. Does that
So
work?
is this like I've heard of West Marches, or is this just like a session? Like what is this exactly?
It's kind of like a West March. It's a sandbox world, and we just like to go on adventure.
Alrighty.
So it's gonna take forever to get everyone across with just one canoe. So
I'm making spicy jumelon.
Mm-hmm.
Making ramen.
You want some Wendy's, bro? Who
Yeah.
who wanted who was the guy that wanted Wendy's? Is that Caden?
I don't know if you can hear me.
Is Egan there? Egan?
He's on break, brother.
below, you want to go ahead and get marching orders started? Below.
I don't even know what equipment I got because I wasn't here.
Yeah, of course. You can ask. You can.
I don't know. All I know is I got a longbow. So.
Bro, I forgot I had all that equipment. Ekin was like silver sword. I was like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I was like you. I'm like you, Con. You know, like I need a sword. I need a sword. Please, I need a weapon with like a silver sword on my belt.
When my level 5 fighter comes out after next session, I'm playing
It
as
should all of our levels should.
yeah, high levels should be because we're all 6, so that's why I don't normally play level 1 characters.
So when we get to the tomb, by the way, first thing first, the clerics are gonna be the first guys across.
Oh, the cleric, which is me, which is dropping out because I have work in 2 hours. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I mean when we get to the tomb,
I'm dropping
we
out.
only
You
have 2
got
hours
work in
session.
2 hours, Ayubi?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
It's
We
6
only
a.m.
have we only have like 2 hours session left anyway. We spent a lot of prep.
How
It was
often does he do
surprising.
these?
Mm-hmm.
It's like every week.
Every
He does it
weekend.
usually 4 times a week, but he's been running a lot recently. He's been doing like 8 a week recently. So it's an open world. You don't have to make every game, obviously.
I think I'm gonna make some macaroni just to be on the safe
I
This
have a
side.
chicken
question,
salad is
guys.
good. Mm.
Yeah, last question.
So if I die, like, what do I do?
You do
If
nothing.
you,
You just
what do
die.
you mean? Yeah, if you die, you're dead, and you can make a
So
new
think
character.
about this: if you die in real life, what do?
If you
Nothing.
die,
No, I
so
respawn.
if you die in our game, you can roll up another character to play in the next game. But for the remainder of the session, we're gonna thank you for playing with us and send you off, pretty much, to do
Oh,
whatever
do you
else you
not
wanna
do
do.
like
So,
Ekin? Do you not do
but
like
yeah, you will
longer
be kicked
adventures
out for the
anymore?
remainder of the adventure. So,
We have 1 hit point. We're going to die
Dang.
immediately.
Yeah. Can I
How
get more health?
much time do you have in
all right.
this
Thank
session?
you everyone for your patience. The break is over. Hopefully, I was long enough for y'all to get some rest,
Uh,
and we're gonna start this adventure off. Let's see.
question.
Yes.
How much time do you have left? Depending on that, I might just drop right now.
All right. That's why I asked you earlier, AB, so we could save time. So if you cannot play, it's fine. Just next time,
It
right?
depends. I like my work's like 5 minutes away from me.
Our start time is, I think I reported earlier. It would be, it was about 1 hour ago. 14 or it was 1300 was our start time. So we have about 2 hours to game. Right, that's plenty
Okay,
of time.
I'll stay then.
Okay, very well. It's at your own risk. Um, all right. Everyone else, thank you for patience. Tonight is a special night because we have a very large group. And in the old days, for those who don't know, D&D was typically played by groups this large, right? So it's very happy. I'm very happy to see a group this large. And it's always a special time for me.
Happy
We
to the
have
point where you wanna kill us all?
some of my favorite times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players. Very good.
Both.
So, if you did not know, in the old days, the minimum recommended party size is 6 to 8, and an ideal party size is around 20, right? So, 12 is good though. 12 is a very good one. So, let's see. All right.
Or,
So, with
or basically a dozen.
right, a small army,
Yeah.
right? Let's see. All right, we're about to go in campaign. This for some of us, for most of us actually, and most of the characters, this will be the first time on campaign. So you're going to be campaigning for fame and fortune across the land, this land of or world of Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, and your adventures begin from a village, a medieval village called Gavelon. This is your hometown. Gavelon is symbolized by the swan. Okay, it represents your village, and uh, you grew up here your whole life. It's a walled town. It's not like exactly how most medieval settlements were in medieval times, because this is a world in which humans must live among monsters and magic. Okay, it's a land that is constantly terrorized by other peoples, not exactly human, right? And other particularly creatures such as dragons. Most feared of the land is the dragon. So humans are not exactly on the top, right? But they're close to it. And they have figured out ways to control the land to their will or to their advantage to somehow survive in these lands. But your village is not even one of the better off ones, or it is slightly better off than most, but it could be better. And this is where you begin, or for some of us continue your campaign. It's the village of Gavelon on the southern frontier of the kingdom of Bretonnia. The kingdom of Bretonnia is your kingdom, your country. It is the people of your land, right? They unite under one banner, the Bretonian flag, right, or banner, which is symbolized by the dragon, a gold dragon on the red banner. So it is a dragon that represents law, one of the few type of dragons out there that might be fair to the race of men. Not exactly good or evil, but they are fair to the humans. So they of course honor that type of dragon by using it as their flag. And they say that in the old days, Bretonnia was actually protected by a golden dragon, right? In great times of war, when the walls were merely wood, right? Dragons would burn it down, but the gold dragons would save them. Gavelon is not as fortunate as Bretonnia, which is guarded by stone walls now, but Gavelon is a frontier settlement and is protected by wooden walls. Despite their wood walls, they can repair it quickly and they have the weapons ready to defend it, right, and the manpower. But this time of year, unfortunately, you get to start camping off in a very rough time of the year. the fall season. Okay, getting close to winter, and not just that, there has been an ongoing pandemic here in the village. It has been it is a recent occurrence, a recent event. A disease has been spreading through the village of Givelan, and about maybe 16% of the population have been fatally uh, or have fatally succumbed to such disease. Right? It's been brought, they say, from a place called the Salt Coast Mine, which is a very frequent place that most adventurers will visit to claim their fortune, right? To win their fame and fortune. Many houses in this call tonight have characters that have journeyed there and have gained a great amount of golden glory from that place. But it has been ruled as off limits as of this time due to the amount of disease brought from that place. They think, right? They think it was the parties who have been traveling there. They brought some type of disease back with them into the village and spread it. It spread pretty quickly. About a third of the population is currently afflicted. And again, only about maybe 25% of that, 16% of the total population is or has been killed from it. So, Giveon is not doing the best, but you're here to perhaps bring it some help, right? Your adventurers, or respectable trade, you're the defenders of the wall in your pastime, but in your active adventuring days, you will actually go beyond the wall and bring the battle to the enemy. You go out hunting them down where they rest, right? You'll go and recover maybe even lost relics, or bring back treasure and funds to your village so you will pull it back into the economy, right? And then they can use it to better support the village. They'll trade with the other settlements, and they can grow and stay healthier and stronger. So you're not just doing yourself a service by getting your fortune and glory. You're doing a service to your hometown, your people, right? The race of mankind by hunting monsters, treasures, and bounties. In the normal medieval world, it's kind of a selfish occupation, but in this world, it is not. It is beneficial to all of mankind to hunt monsters down and treasure. All right. So tonight, though, your party of a dozen men and women, right, find themselves gathered in the tavern, one of the taverns, the Beheaded Swan, and this is where you discuss and finalize your plans this evening. You talk about food and drink. Some of you enjoy the entertainment that they have tonight. It's good music, good food, and even there's even a puppeteer here, right, performing some ventriloquism, right? So if you're interested, you can watch it. They can teach you about it too, but they speak from their own puppet supernaturally. Let's see. So tonight, though, what's more important though is you guys get to decide on a plan of action, a goal for your adventure. What do you want to do for this week's adventure? Who would like to start us off in this discussion?
Me.
Bruni? Alright. Do you have any ideas on what we think the party should do? Before this, actually, let me give you guys the rumors of what you could do. Alright, so you guys are fortune seekers. You can literally do anything you want to get your fortune. You can choose to go farming if you want, right? You can take on quests, mercenary work, but most importantly, or the best places you might visit, are ruins beneath which are dungeons. Dungeons in the world of Dungeons and Dragons hold the greatest risk and reward ratio, right? High risk for high reward, right? There are many jobs that are high risk for low reward, and there are some jobs low risk and high reward, right? But those are the very hard to find jobs. So, uh, most jobs you'll find are high risk, low reward. The dungeon is high risk, high reward, or low risk, low reward, right? It's kind of a more controlled environment.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we kill each other and take each other's gold?
You could, but
Okay.
you will not survive very long without each other, right? You're of the race of mankind. In the old days, right, everyone was kind of on the same side, the side of mankind, right? So we had a common foe, which is monsters, that brought us together. Imagine like you guys know Attack on Titans, right? The common foe is Titans, and everyone has to work together or die, right? So.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
You can of course backstab, betray your men, but you won't last long. So, and you also retire from
Ben's
the
the
campaign.
type of dude to get bit by a zombie and hide it.
All right.
Alright, screw you.
It is a good question, though. Yes, it does happen time to time, and it does create an interesting story for some. So, all right, to switch sides. Some of us will switch sides, and you can do this. All right. All right. So, moving forward, though, this evening at the tavern, you're discussing your planning, and Bruni wanted to start us off. So, Bruni, what do you propose?
I suggest we go to the Silent Lake tomb.
I agree with him.
I agree.
I third that motion.
I agree as well.
I agree as well.
Some of you are not familiar with this place called the Silent Tomb, but for those who are not, I will tell you what you know. It is a common myth or rumor that to the southeast of your village is an ancient ruin called the Silent Lake Tomb. It was built in the old days by the ancient people of the land, by the old empire. Built for a particular warlord of the land, right? The Sunken Tomb was built on an island in the middle of a supposedly haunted lake. There have been adventures there in the past. Maybe 3 years ago was the last one, but all of that kind of came to an end when rumors spread that they awoke some great evil there, right? That actually climbed out of the tomb and began to haunt not just the lake but the surrounding land. This week we hope to go there again. Maybe that evil has been dispelled. Maybe there might be a chance. But the reason why people want to go there is because this ancient tomb, right, was built for a great warlord who buried all his wealth with him, right? The tomb was not originally exactly a tomb, actually. Originally, it was an outpost that became a tomb. The tomb collapsed in on itself. It's now a small kind of collapse of a building. But originally, it was an outpost on the island and was destroyed for mysterious reasons. Everything buried below it. But great outpost, vaulted and everything, right? Kind of just collapsed under. Uh, they think that whatever caused it to collapse didn't come from the wilderness. It came from the depths that they dug into, right? They have they say that they built so deeply a stronghold below the earth to protect against dragons, right? Because dragons, they fly around, right? So they say that they dug so deeply that they unlocked or discovered great evil. They found a way into hell, and hell, you know, came into the stronghold and made it into a tomb, locked them all in, right? So very few escaped it, and the tomb was or the old fortress was collapsed, right? Now it's a tomb, so they call it a tomb now. But what's left is just rubble now, and a small building on top you can descend into through a strange kind of entryway, some kind of sarcophagus or stone trap door. Uh, they say, right? If you make it onto the island. So there's that. But we do have one great obstacle to cross. The lake is supposedly haunted, so anyone swimming across it, they say will drown. Unless you have a canoe or other kind of water vehicle, you will not be able to get there. There's one type of raft or vehicle you can make, which is called the raft. It will take a few days, right? We can say that you guys made enough rafts for the party if you want. It's free, but a raft is not very safe, and you won't really be able to travel with much equipment or supplies on a raft unless you do one at a time, multiple trips. The raft is not very secure, but one of your party members did purchase a very secure water vehicle, which is the canoe. So if you want, you can use the canoe to cross that lake, right? So any objections to traveling to this ancient tomb? And again, right, it was a old stronghold, so there's a lot of things that were buried down there, right? A lot of old human relics and artifacts that can be recovered and used by, our people from the ancient people, right, to defend against
Can I
monsters.
can I object?
Belmont does not think this is a good idea, but perhaps he has a
Yeah, not
reason.
gonna lie. I'm 1 HP, so if I go down there and I die, I'm the only one taking the piss. So can I stay?
Yeah, I also have one
That's
HP.
part of the adventure. You have to risk
Don't
your
worry,
life.
I'll keep you
Yeah,
safe. I'll hold you under my armpit. I got you.
that's part of the adventure, having low HP,
Yeah.
adventuring.
Just stay in the
To
My
very,
first
very
character only
back.
had 2 HP, and he's still alive to this day.
yeah,
So
survive and thrive is what makes
All right, so
old school D&D.
Belmont is afraid, perhaps, maybe for a good reason, right? This sounds very risky. The reward is perhaps there, right? He's not certain, but does you encourage him and say, hey, you signed up for this. Take the risk or no rewards, right? So perhaps Belmont has another plan to propose. Maybe something safer, right?
Um, can we like find local shops first and gear up more, and then we can go in?
We've
we
already
already did
geared
that. You
up.
spent all your money, bud. You're broke.
Bro,
Yeah,
we're
I
broke.
have
we're all
nothing.
broke.
We geared
You
up.
have
Okay.
a spear, you have a fucking book, and you have
You
clothing, I
can go
think. And you have a
farming.
sling.
Well, I say take
Yeah,
the
we'll leave you behind.
sword
You
at the
can go
moment.
farming.
Okay, I guess I'll just go with you guys then. I don't want to be a pussy.
All right.
Fucking
So,
better.
anyone else want to object? Alright,
No objections, but I have a question.
go for it.
So since this place is like all haunted and stuff, if we die there, are our souls stuck there or something?
Perhaps.
Possibly. There's a chance.
Rumors say,
It's
you
worth
know,
the risk.
it's haunted by many different peoples, right? Perhaps you will be among them if you die.
You can.
Hmm.
I know I keep repeating it, so I'm just gonna write it down. When do we have them like copy spells? I need to know like that exact
We'll
time
just
when
go
we
over
do
that
that.
in a moment. Like when we get the marching order, typically is when I ask for your spells and what you're wielding.
Okay, after marching
Yep.
order.
We can
Okay,
assume that
cool.
they memorized it prior to this expedition, naturally. Once you have a spell memorized, it stays memorized until you cast it or choose to forget it. Let's see.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so
Forget
in
some
that
stuff.
case, we are set on our goal, right? You wish to. Sounds like your goal is to seek your fortune from the tomb. Go inside and recover whatever treasure you can. So we're treasure hunting this week. Is that fine? That's your
Yeah,
that's your task. Alright.
that's what
Looting. Okay.
adventuring do.
Yep.
Alright, good to go. So we have an adventure goal now. We'll need a course of travel, but before that, we can of course set up our marching order, our equipment, and our spells. So preparing the adventurers' ranks, right? The party's ranks. We'll start with. Do we need to discuss this, or are we good to just kind of decide?
Discuss, please.
Okay. Go ahead and discuss if you have any questions or want to discuss anything. This is your time to do so.
Let's just go to the sunken tomb, guys. We're just
Yeah,
wasting
let's
time.
just go. There's
No,
nothing
no.
to
I'm
discuss.
talking
Okay.
about like marching order, right, and equipment.
Oh, did we already do that already?
What do you
No.
want to like equip? Where do you want to stand in the ranks? And what spells you want to memorize? Do you guys need to discuss this, or are you ready to pick?
Ready to pick.
Ready to
Okay,
pick.
that's what. Yeah, all right, very well. We'll go down the list, starting with Constantine. Angel, make sure to change your nickname if you can. Change it to Constantine T1.
Yeah, I'll change it right now.
Thank you. And
And
then
I'll be in the last rank.
all right, final rank. You'll be in rank 6 then. And what would you like to
And
wield in your hands?
I'll take my sling.
Good to go. All right, Callisto, the acolyte.
Uh, I'll since I'm the only cleric, I think I should be in second rank. Symbol and a spear.
Okay,
I mean, you
symbol
don't
and
have any
spear.
spells though.
I'm the only one who can probably turn undead. It's a sunken tomb. Oh, not
Right.
probably. I am the only one.
Bruni is next.
Oh, you can.
Yes.
Rooney will have his. Oop.
1 second. If it's not
turn.
your turn, just mute yourself. We'll go down the list. If you have
Yep.
questions, you'll ask it on your turn. We're just gonna go down the list for everyone's turn to speak. So, Bruni, what do you think?
I'll be in first rank, and I'll have my dwarven shield and masterwork battle axe.
Okay, good. Let's see. Helen, what would you like to wield?
I'm able to wield my spear and a torch.
Yes, you can.
And does it use up a torch? Like each time I use one, do I get rid of one?
So, what was that? You're kind of cutting out.
For each time I use a torch, do I get rid of one?
Yes, you do. So you don't have to light it now. You can just carry it right unlit until it's time to enter the dungeon. Let's see.
Alright.
Alright, but yeah, you have a spear and torch equipped. And then where do you want to stand? Imagine we're in the marching order. A 2-column marching order is typical. And we have 6 ranks since there's 12 of us.
Not completely sure or understand that. I'm gonna just say like near the front, but not at the very front.
How about third? How's that? Or actually, no, you have the torch, so you're gonna be second. Without
Alright.
you, we cannot see ahead. So second or first will be good for you. You need to be first or second. Okay, we'll go with second. We can not see as far ahead, but decently far. Garfunkel, let's see. Alright.
Can I go second with a spear?
If we go second, it's gonna be a tight formation. That's gonna be 3 in second
Yeah.
rank. This means no one can pass through your rank, right? Unless one of you moves. Let's see. Is this fine?
I mean, is everybody okay with that?
Any objections? All right. So second rank. And what would you like to wield?
Yeah. Just a spear.
Good to go. All right. And then Dane's the veteran.
Third rank longbow.
All right. Good. Okay. And then Portos, the veteran.
How many in the first rank?
There's only one in the first rank at the moment.
One. I guess I'll go first rank with my pike out.
Very good. Okay. All right. Shikarani, the veteran.
Oh, he left. He had to go.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right then. We lose one. He drops out. All right. And then Kurmar, the apprentice.
How many people are in the fourth rank?
No one.
Oh, okay. What about the second rank?
There's already 3 people there. It's very tight.
Oh, okay. I'll go in the third rank, I guess, and I'll pull out my longbow.
Good to go. All right. Orpheus.
Excuse me. I'm gonna have my sling out. I'll probably go rank 6.
All right. Good to go. All right. Belmont.
Can I do rank 3 and equip my longbow?
All right. Rank 3 will be tight. Is this fine with you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have no one in fourth or fifth, so we might close the gap soon. Quinn, what do you want to wield?
My small pickaxe.
Okay. That's it.
And my slingshot.
All right. Good to go. And you want to be in the fourth, fifth, or sixth rank, or actually fourth or fifth.
Me being a thief, to being any higher, does that have any like?
Typically, if
Fourth,
you're a
I'll be in
thief,
fourth.
in your marching order, it doesn't really matter too much. Usually they send thieves to the front to prod, or thieves they send them to scout an area if they think there's monsters up ahead. So, or thieves will break off from the party and wait for the party to engage in combat so they can flank. But if you're just an extra thief, you might just either stand at the rear to help keep an eye for monsters in the rear. You might be in the front to prod for traps, or you might be in the middle just waiting to break from the party and split up, right, and scout ahead or something.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be in the fourth then.
Alright. The party does not want to utilize their thief, so they send you to fourth. Let's see. Alright. Let's say we have in the front a dwarf who's good at seeing some traps, and a fighter who's good at combat, of course. Let's see. Alright. With that, we have our
I have
marching
a
order.
question.
Yes.
In order to use my spells, do I have to have a hand open?
Yes. One hand free at least. You need to see your target and you need to be able to speak to cast the spell.
Okay, then could I get rid of the spear then, so I could have that free hand,
Sounds good. Yeah, just march around with the torch.
and I'll just keep the torch.
Hey, can I have a
Alright.
question?
Yes.
I said I was gonna be on last rank. Last rank is considered as 6 or
Fifth now, since we didn't know when the fifth. So
Fifth
sixth
now?
rank becomes fifth.
so I'm in 5th rank then.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. Sorry.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can I request someone share armor with me, or is that not allowed?
I mean, you can request it if it's part of preparation, though. Did anyone want to provide some armor for him, for Belmont?
No, sorry.
We're broke, bro.
We're all broke.
It's part of the adventure.
Yeah, but to earn some money.
I might have a male armor that I can give him because I have a Hawkberg and mail.
Well, halberd and mail is the
Like,
same, so.
yeah, exactly. So that I can give him my mail armor.
Alright, let me check Portos, your sheet. If you got any extra armor
Yep.
on you. It says you've got a heavy master gamson and a heavy mail halberd. That's it. So you wanna, oh, and you have a mail halberd, a normal one. Is that the one you wanna give
Right.
him? Okay. A coat of mail. Very well. It's -2 armor class. Bonus. Okay, get rid of the extra mail you had. Send it over to, who is it? Is it Belmont?
Belmont.
Okay. Belmont,
Yeah.
he gave you a coat of mail.
Alright,
So
thank you,
Belmont
sweetheart.
the Brave.
this is a pretty decent armor. Let's see.
So does
Alright.
that like increase my HP?
You increase your armor
No, your
class
hit
to
points.
-2.
Armor
So you have
class.
from armor class 9 to 7. Lower armor class is better. So
Okay,
AC
thank
7.
you.
Yep. Alright. So let us set forth, begin our travels. Actually, one more thing. Spells. Um, for spells, Helen, you want to memorize one of your own spells or someone else's spells?
Um, I think I'll memorize one of my own.
Okay, which one? Detect or read magic?
There is. Uh, I'll do detect magic.
Alright, this will help you see if something's magical or sense magic in the area, making it easier to find magic items. Let's see. Alright, and Garfunkel, which spell would you like to memorize?
Sleep.
Okay. And let's see. Belmont, which spell would you like to memorize?
Sleep.
Good to go. You use Garfunkel's spellbook, right?
Yes.
Right. That works. Sleep is a very powerful spell. If not familiar, it basically you can put some monsters to sleep and then kill them in their sleep. It's automatic. Alright. So let's begin our travels then. There is a route you can use to get there. There's no road really, but there's a route you can use. It's just follow the river. So you'll be moving through grasslands at first and into dense woodlands.
Sure.
The 6
Yeah.
mile travel
Just,
or journey. Okay.
yep.
Use the river to navigate, so you can't really get lost unless you pick the right or the wrong way, right? But let's begin our travels. So you're traveling along the river. Do you want to begin your travels on the west or east side? This is a very important detail. So west side of the river or east side of the river? Keep in mind this tomb is to the southeast. That might give you a hint on which side you want to be on.
Boomer.
Oh, sorry, East
Probably
Coast.
on the east side then.
I was muted.
Yes,
My
the
bad. East side.
east.
Alright, a couple of us think east. Maybe they're smart.
What's
Boomer,
the
what do you
difference
say?
between east and west?
Said east.
Alright, east side of the river as we travel southeast along it. Alright, the march begins. Most of you are on foot, some of you are on horseback, some of you march with your horses, you know, holding their leads, right? You're on foot whilst they carry heavy supplies such as, you know, tools and canoes and such, extra armor and weapons. The journey is again 6 miles. The first bit of it is 3 miles of grasslands. Your party's rate of movement is about heavy footman rate, so 1 mile per hour. So to get across the grassland takes you 3 hours. Okay. So let's begin. We're traveling through the grasslands for about 3 hours, and eventually the grasslands become wooded halfway along, right? So it starts to get wooded. You start to enter into a dense woodland. Is this fine?
Yeah.
All right. You're now traveling on the river into a deep woodland. Okay. So while you're traveling,
Are we able
there
to
is
do anything while we're traveling?
you actually could if you're not heavily encumbered. You can like do other actions as you march. What do you have in mind?
Uh, like foraging for herbs
Yes.
or anything that'd be helpful.
So Helen, you'll keep an eye out since you're not a heavy footman yourself. So as the party's marching, when you do other things other than march, you have your rate of movement because you're taking action while moving, right? So sometimes you'll break out of the formation and just like grab some things, then catch up, right? So Helen keeps an eye out for any. You want to go for herbs or just normal food in general?
I think I'll just do herbs.
Herbs. Okay. So throughout the march, we'll say every hour, as you march through the grasslands. Grasslands don't have a ton of herbs, but there might be some herbs out there. Any particular herb you're looking for, or do you want a random assortment? Does not matter.
I don't know any specific herbs, so I'll just say random assortment.
Alright, any herbs you see that might be useful, you take during the march. Anyone else want to perform an action that's not overburdened? Alright, so if you're light footman or lighter, then you can do this. So basically, if you're
I
carrying
can
almost nothing.
scout for I can scout for roaming parties or anything that we're gonna run into, like wandering monsters.
Alright, Garfunkel, yeah, you don't have a lot of things. You want to scout? This is a very dangerous task, usually left to the thieves. Scouting means
Oh
you're
fuck!
splitting from the
Never
party,
mind.
right?
No, fuck
Moving
that.
ahead.
I
I
thought
mean,
it.
I'll scout.
Yeah,
I'll
fuck
Well,
scout.
that.
yeah, you could send Quinn, but he's inexperienced as a thief, right? He does not know much. So do you know the term scout means you're gonna move ahead, you're gonna be away from the party, and your role is to be the eyes, right, for your party up ahead, so you can report any dangers oncoming, right? You're not supposed to expose yourself to the enemy, right? Because then they'll just get you killed, and then that would be of no use. Then you're supposed to be, you know, giving us insight on what the future lies, or what lies ahead of us, right, on the road or along the river. So you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can stick with the party, right, and just have the whole party encounter what's up ahead. Or if you want, you can break forth. The benefit, of course, is if you know what's up ahead, the party can make better plans, right, and might not walk into an ambush. So,
Yeah, because I mean, we're about to go into the woods,
okay.
really dense woods at that, so
Mhm.
movement would be a little hard.
All right.
So pre-planning would be helpful. Yeah,
But
I
you
think
will
I'm
be
gonna
cut off
scout.
from your party. Is that fine? They won't be able to see or hear you. So the only way is you have to report back to them, right? So,
That's fine.
okay. So
I
we're
like
sending
to go
Quinn ahead.
scout with him.
All right, Constantine, two thieves. Very good. You guys want to send Korma with them too? Or Korma, do you want to stay with the party? Keep one thief with the party.
I think I'm gonna stay with our running back.
Alright, so one thief stays back, the other two are sent ahead. Any objections to sending Quinn and Constantine ahead? Or any input you guys want to provide these two?
If you see anything, come back. Don't do anything stupid on your own.
Is that fine with you guys?
Don't die.
Got
Yeah,
two.
just don't die.
Noted. Thank you, Helen. Much
Alright.
appreciated.
So, Quinn and Constantine are sent ahead. How far ahead do you want your scouts to be? 10 meters is pretty good. So that's 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet.
That's short distance, right? They will just have a little bit of extra time before anything. If you want them to have even better distance, right? The further they are away, the more dangerous it is for them, but the safer it is for the party potentially, right? Because then it buys the party more time to not walk into an
I mean,
ambush, right, or something.
may I say something? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, I die. It's okay. So I think that well, I know I'm also going to be scouting with Constantine. Um, if you want to send us a little further, I'm okay with that.
Same here.
All right.
We'll keep
The
it
thieves
30.
are brave. What do you think? Everyone else? Bruni?
I'm
Simply don't die.
Just
Yeah, I
don't
think just
die.
keep it 30.
30 feet? Okay. They keep you guys 30
As
feet ahead.
far as you like, just don't die. We need people.
So 30 feet, the
Okay.
best that might do, it's not very far ahead, but the best that might do is you guys will be walking into any traps up ahead or any ambushes, which could give the party some time to at least push forward or fall back, right? Leaving you guys behind to deal with the threat. At least we'll lose only two instead of the whole party, right? So, let's see. Constantine and Quinn are
Very
sent
valiant
ahead.
sacrifice.
Alright, let's see. Let us begin our travels. Or we already have begun our travels. They're scouting ahead into the deep woods though. So now we're also gonna roll a day of wilderness travel for wandering monster checks. No travel requirements or getting lost requirements since you're using the river to navigate the lands. So, alright, 5. So, peaceful travels. The woods are dense here, and it's September, right? It's cool in the Southlands. It's not exactly cold, nor exactly warm. The woodlands are very dense. You push through briars and thickets along the river, but you stay close to the river, so it makes it a little easier to march, at least to navigate. Land is not exactly flat or easy to move across, though. It's actually quite difficult, despite you being along the river. A lot of vegetation, a lot of heavy growth. So those up at the head, you're constantly you know, you're the trailblazers, right? You're leading the way. You're cutting through briars and bushes and such, making it a little easier for those in the very back to push forward. But everyone's getting poked by shrubberies here and there, right? There's tons of insects in these woods. You're constantly getting bit by mosquitoes or beetles or whatever, ticks. You push forward through it, right? You march on. Fortunately, most of you purchased a set of gloves, so you should be mostly protected from such diseases or insects. Okay. Now, if you chose to start without clothes, then I hope no one did that, but then you would be automatically suffering from these conditions. All right. So let's see. It's only taking you about a little over half the day to get there, right? About maybe 6 hours to arrive at what appears to be the end of the river, or the river flows into a very misty lake. The lake is flowing toward the southeast. You're at the northwest corner of the lake. You're close to the north shore. To get to the west shore, you have to cross the river, and you can't tell where the east or south shore are. But in the middle of this misty lake, you can barely see it, but there is indeed a forested island in the middle. How would you like to continue?
Mm. Um, can I can we tell which shore is closest from what we can see?
Well, the water seems to stretch far to the east, but given that you can see the north shore, it looks like if you were to travel from the north shore toward the island, it's a lot shorter of a distance than if you were to start from here, making your way southeast toward the island. So if you go directly north of the island along the north shore, the distance is not as far, maybe 30 meters at most, 90 feet, before you get to the island. The island looks to be about 30 meters by 30 meters, right? Or in other words, 90 feet by 90 feet. It's not a very large
All right.
island.
All right, you guys want to set up the canoe here? Is that fine?
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
get
it's
this
fine.
over with. We'll just
All right.
All
start
right.
with
Well,
rope.
You want to
And
start from the northwest then? You're at the northwest right now.
Sure.
So the distance from here to the island is not 30 yards then, or 30 meters. It's more like 90 meters, or 270 feet.
Oh, okay. No.
Should we? So we move closer, then set
Yeah,
up
we'll
there.
move closer. Yeah, we'll move closer than set up there.
So move east until you're directly north of it.
Yeah.
In that case, you'll be
Alright.
90 feet, or 30 meters north. Okay, so we do that. We march further along the shore. Soon we're directly north of it. We can see it a lot clearer now. And this place is,
Mhm.
to your surprise, it feels really moist out here, right? It's a foggy lake, but it's almost too quiet. You don't hear any birds here. There are still mosquitoes here and there, but no other sounds are
There are
being heard.
fish in the water.
It's too hard to tell. The water is really murky and it's very foggy.
Have we seen any type of wildlife on the way over here?
Also, for your herbs, on the way back or on the way here, you found two herbs. They were you found two random herbs. We'll say you found a. Let me see real quick. All right, one herb you found was bokeh. It's just like this fluffy herb. You can I don't know what you can use it for, but it's very common. You found in the grasslands. I'll show you a picture. I don't know the exact purpose of it, but it's what was generated. I'll send it in the party channel, the channel we use while we're playing. For your party. Alright, this one herb you found is pokie. Let's see. Another herb is you found is cannot read this too well. It's really blurry. Alright, You found a hairy violet. It's just a flower of some sort. It's really pretty. Here's an herb chart. Or actually, I'll just send a picture of it. I don't know the exact purpose, but you can research it and figure it out.
Wait. A hairy violet?
Yes. It's the herb that she found.
Oh, wait, what's this?
Gathering herbs.
It's a Viola horridus. It's used
Right.
for it's used for throat infections.
That could help. Alright, moving forward. The party is observing the water carefully. They don't see any fish in there. It's too far to tell at the moment. You can try to keep looking if you want, but otherwise, if you're
No,
ready, we can
let's get
set
this
up,
over with.
get to the
Can I
island.
just? Yeah, come on, man.
So, if you want, you can
I
settle in
wanted to
here.
ask something.
Oh, go ahead. What's up?
For the spells, do we have a limited number of times we can use it?
Yep, once per day. Alright.
Okay.
So, let's see. You're standing on the north shore, and we're all starting to take our actions. To make it easy, it sounds like your party wants to set up here. You're gonna secure your mounts to some trees, right? Tie their leads. You're going to get that canoe on the lake, and you're going to start rowing men across. Does that sound good to the rest of the party?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Yes.
the canoe can only hold about two at once comfortably. So basically, one way you can do this is just paddle across, dropping one person off at a time. It's a very slow process. But there might be other methods. Anyone want to provide another
Maybe
method?
two light people. Is that possible?
It doesn't matter what
Yeah,
weight
like
you're at.
aren't me and
Twos.
Constantine?
Can it be?
Yeah,
Isn't
since
it
I have
two?
like nothing on me, I'll sit on somebody's lap.
Oh.
We'll just go one by one.
Alright, so someone's paddling people across, right? One at a time. Is that fine with the party?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Each trip
Sounds
back
good to
and
me.
forth doesn't take terribly long. The canoe moves, let me see the rate of movement real quick.
We could also use a rope to pull it back, right?
To pull it back, yes.
Yeah.
Genius.
That might
Wait,
be a
how
good
long
idea.
is the rope?
The lake is about 90 feet
We
And
have
the rope
to the shore of the
we
island.
have 140 feet of rope on me. See?
You want to use all three of your ropes for
Yes.
this?
Yeah, that
Really?
way we can cross. We can
Yeah.
just take the boat for one side and then send it back empty by pulling
Yeah,
back
we can
the rope
tether it.
and then yeah.
Alright, shall we do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you'll do is you want to take all three ropes. You have some extra slack just in case. Because 90 is like,
Yeah.
well, it's roughly about. So you got all three ropes on there. You can leave them in the boat when you're done with it, or you can untie them. But you secure the ropes together and then to the boat, the canoe. You send two men across at a time. They both can climb out, and then you can pull the canoe back empty. Is that fine?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you want to leave the paddle in there just in case?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
What
have
if
to hit
someone
something.
steals it?
Alright.
Well, then the other person that's with them will put it back.
Okay. So this is gonna require a lot of
Yeah.
trust from most of the party, because once you get on the island, if they don't send the canoe back or whatever, you're stuck. So let's see. But
I'd like
I'm
to go
assuming no one wants
first.
to do anything tricky like that, so we're all gonna
Please,
say,
please just don't and let's get this over with. I guess.
okay. Does anyone
Just
want to do that? You have one opportunity to perhaps go last and not send the boat back.
Can we have the old guard go first? Or go down
Yeah.
the rank of that.
Okay. So you send the old guard across, or you can send a few,
And then
and then a few of them last, since they're the most trusted members of the ranks. The only old guard here is
Yeah.
the old guard houses, right? Their characters might not be old guards, but we have members that are of famed houses, right? So the most trusted, I would say, was the famous Dwarven hero, right? Is it Dwarven hero or no?
Swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler. The
Swashbuckler.
Dwarven
Yeah.
swashbuckler Bruni, right? So He's the most trusted in the village, right? At least, and by many different houses and players here. So
Alright, Bruni, you should just stay back, and we'll all go across, and then
you can be the
you'll be
last
good.
one then, right? To bring
Yeah,
up the
sure.
boat. So
Mhm.
you'll be the last one pulling the boat to the north shore and then rowing across to the island.
That's fine.
Okay.
I got the strength, so.
All right. So you get to work. You send the men across. We're gonna see how long it takes us. So the canoe moves at a rate of about 90 feet, or sorry, let's see, about 60 feet per round if you're rowing quickly, right? Let's see. All right. So uh, carefully, right? It would be 90 feet if you're gonna carefully observe, but you're just quickly rowing across. So it basically takes about a minute back and forth to get men across. So
Oh,
um, it takes you maybe a whole turn to get the whole party across, right? Maybe two turns
That
actually.
yeah, that's fine. Just
So
get us over, please.
about 20 minutes of rowing go by, and the whole party eventually gets onto the island. Now, those who are the first to arrive on the island, did you want to set up security, like, or did you want to just stand by and wait?
I'll set up
um,
security. I'll
They're
watch
probably
around.
guarding up ahead, all the
All right.
party.
So we'll say that most of the men that made it across, right, would immediately start providing security, right? Looking in different directions, carefully observing,
question.
weapons readied. Yeah, what's up?
Can I explore?
And then, of course, some of you, if want, can break rank and just make your way into the island. So when Quinn got onto the shore, you guys saw most of you were holding position, waiting for the rest to get across. Most of you were providing security, but Quinn broke rank. Did anyone want to go after him? He is a thief, a scout, but it's up to you guys. Do you guys want to discuss this with him? Those who made it across.
I'm
We'll
going
say
to follow him.
at this part, maybe
I'll follow.
some of you, about half of you are with him. So we'll say the lower half, Portos, Cormar, Orpheus, Belmont, Quinn, and then yeah, the five of you were the first to get onto the island. Okay, the rest of you were still trying to get across. So Quinn, when you got there, you started making your way inward, I guess, right, onto the island. Portos, Cormar, Orpheus, Belmont. Do you guys have any objections toward this?
I would advise them that that the party should never break up and they should wait for the others. But it's up to them what they do. But I will stay by the boat and wait for the rest.
Yep, Orpheus is staying by the shore as well with
Okay.
Porthos.
All right. So Portos has made his statement. Quinn, what do you think? You want to keep going anyway?
I appreciate your warning, old man, but I think I'm gonna keep it going.
All right, Quinn, you're on the north side of the island. It goes uphill from here toward the south. So, do you want to go west, east along the shore, southwest, south, or southeast up the hill? Which way?
Mm, well, since I have Constantine and Helen following me.
They're not here yet.
Oh crap. Okay. I'm gonna go up the hill.
Okay. So Quinn goes up the hill. Do you want to go southwest up the hill, south up the hill, or southeast up the hill?
Ever eat soggy waffles? South.
South, directly south. All right. You're making your way uphill. Okay. It's densely wooded. You're going uphill. Currently you got in your hands your pickaxe in one, your sling in the other. It's very quiet up here. It's pretty foggy. You're going uphill alone, and so far it's just nothing but woodland. You're about halfway up. Okay, let's see. All right, so on your way up, among the woodlands, right, that's you. Are you just running up there, or are you carefully observing and listening?
Carefully observing and listening.
Okay, in that case, you get to see something. Not exactly hidden, but on your way up, you can see leaning up against the trees here and there, barely camouflaged, growing among the or against these trees and such, vines coming out of them, right, and mosses over them, are skeletal remains, the bones of men and women, right? Or you're not sure exactly if they're men or women, but they are skeletal remains, right? Skeletons, um, and they are armored, right, in like scrappy pieces of mail and helmets, and they're holding tightly in their hands various weapons, old kind of wooden poles with rusty spearheads and such. They're all over the place as you make your way up, almost decorating the woodland.
Like they were placed there?
They all seem to be resting, like a large group of them.
Okay.
Every tree maybe has about one to four leaning against it.
Jesus.
Want to keep going? Most of them actually are headless too. A lot of them are headless, but some of them still have skulls.
Oh, is there any kind of damages to their armor?
It's really bad armor, right? Just bits of mail left behind.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go very, very cautiously.
Keep going up?
Yeah.
Okay. You're careful and you're quiet. You've made your way up to the top of the hill. We'll come back to you. The rest of the party at this point, Garfunkel, Helen, and Bruni have, or not Bruni, Garfunkel, Helen, and Callisto, the three of you arrive on the island, and something other than the plan has occurred. The original plan was everyone gets on the island together and waits, right? But there has been a change of plans. So some of the party is waiting, but Quinn has been sent outward. So those who just arrived, Garfunkel, Helen, and Callisto, do you want to take position? Do you want to discuss? Or do you want to try something different?
I'm gonna take position. I'm gonna tell the other two that if they do break rank and they have a chance of bringing a monster back, not the rest of the party will be here. So if they do bring it back,
Okay. Callisto? Any
I
input?
tell them if you guys want
oh,
my
my
holy.
headset died. I'm back. If they do bring a monster back, it'll attack the few people that are here, and the rest of the people across the way won't be able to help us. So that is what I want to tell them.
Okay. And Callisto, what's your input?
I'm gonna tell them this island is mostly undead, and if you guys can counter undead up ahead, I sadly can't turn them. So you do you. You can go up ahead, risk it.
Helen, what do you have to say? Or do you want to move up too at this point, or stay with the party?
Uh, I'm gonna go look around, see if
Okay.
there's any other herbs or food.
Okay. Do you want to stay in the area, or do you want to move in the woods, into the woods, or do you move along the shore before you start searching?
I'll go into the woods. Maybe I'll find the the other guy.
Okay. So you want to move south, southwest, or southeast up the hill into the woods?
South.
All right, directly south. Okay. So back to Quinn. You've made it to the top of the hill. And when you get to the top, it's not as densely wooded anymore, and you can see looming on top of the hill, right? Very tall but small remain of a building, right? Once kind of surrounded by walls, all kind of collapsed um, and low or broken. Looks like just the base of a fortress. It's collapsed inward. It's about maybe 30 feet by 30 feet entry toward the west. Um,
Can I hear
a little less
anything?
than 30 feet by 30 feet, maybe 15 feet by 15 feet. And the outer wall would be 30 feet by 30 feet, but the very small diameter, very small remnant of a tower of some sort. You want to stop and listen?
Yes.
All right. You start to hear noises. Try to hear noises if there's anything approaching. Okay. So you're careful and quiet. You can just listen. You're on guard. Which direction you want to face? Toward the ruin or some other direction? The ruin south of you.
Toward the ruin.
Okay. So if there's no other sounds being heard, you might be able to hear something inside the ruin, right? If there's nothing between you and the ruin that makes noise. Okay. So Quinn is listening carefully toward the south from the top of the hill. All right. As he's doing this, Helen, um, you went up the hill and you began your search for some herbs as you were moving. At least you haven't searched yet, but on your way up, you were carefully observing, and we'll see if you saw any random herbs that you could acquire. On the way up, besides the trees and grasses, you just see one herb of interest, perhaps, and it is a. Let's see.
That
This
was it
time
for
you see
today's
a
session.
dandelion in the grass at the base of one of the trees. You see some dandelions. Do you want to take it? It's about 1 pound of dandelions, maybe
Yeah.
10 dandelions total. All right. So you've
I'll
got
take
a
like
bundle
half the
of
dandelions.
hairy violets, or 1 pound worth of hairy violets. You've got 1 pound worth of the other one too, the pokea, right? Various herbs. Okay, you can collect a pound of dandelions, which is about 10 dandelions. Okay.
All right.
Right. Let's see. Right. The rest of the party has arrived at the shore. Callisto, Constantine, Bruni have arrived, right? You now made it to the island. Immediately, did you guys want to just take position and discuss, or did you want to immediately start moving?
We're probably gonna start moving up the hill.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Yeah, I'll
party
follow him.
starts to advance together. Alright, so are we moving marching order, or do you guys want to create a line formation up the hill?
We're gonna create a line formation.
Okay, so you have 2 ranks then, and 2 lines then, right? So you have front line and back line. So you're no longer in the standard marching order. You're gonna do a line right up the hill instead of columns. In that case, you have first and second, right? So Constantine, on your way up, do you want to be first or second?
I'll be second.
Okay, you're in the back line as the party moves up. Callisto, first or second?
I'll be second.
Right. Bernie, first or second?
He'll be first. He'll be like leading the charge.
Okay, Helen, first, or Helen's not there. Garfunkel, first or second?
Second. Actually, first. Fuck it. I have a lot of HP. I'll go first.
Okay. And Danes, first or second?
Will be
Second. Okay. Portos, first or second?
I'll be up front with Bruni.
Okay. And then Kormar, first or second?
Second.
Okay. All right. Orpheus,
I
first
do
or
have
second?
my pike out.
Good to go. Yeah, I see it. Orpheus,
I'm
first.
going second.
Okay.
And I have my sling out.
Good to go. Yeah, I see it. Belmont, first or second?
Second with my longbow out.
All right, good to go. And then Quinn, you're up the hill. So we're gonna come back to you. So you're standing before the ruins. You're listening for sounds there. Let's see if you heard anything during this turn. It's careful listening for about 10 minutes. A turn is 10 minutes in old school D&D. So you're up there on your own, carefully listening for any wandering monsters, any approaching. Alright, and after a turn of careful listening, you have heard nothing but the insects. Here and there you'll hear a mosquito. That's about it. Otherwise it's dead quiet up here. Right? Very peaceful. Okay.
My gosh. Okay.
Let's see. So while that was happening, what would be your follow-up action?
How close am I to the ruins?
You're close.
Like,
You're standing before
I'm
it.
like right there. Okay.
It's like 5 or 10 feet
So
from you.
is there any like openings in it?
The
Like any
walls, the outer
sort of
walls are all
like?
collapsed. You can easily climb over, and you can see the entry is on the west side.
Okay, is it open, or is it
Yes.
still shut? Okay, can I take like a pebble or something and shoot it into the entrance?
You want to shoot it from the west side, directly west of it, or do you want to like move up to it and then throw it in?
I want to move up and throw it in.
Okay, so you'll be against like the north side of it, since you're approaching from the north. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so that will be what you're doing for the next turn. Just moving up ahead, exploring, right? Tossing a stone. Okay, as you're doing this, we're going to go back to Helen. Helen, you're about halfway up the hill. You were looking for herbs. You found some. Do you want to keep going up the hill or something else? Also around you can also see various piles of bones leaning up right against the trees here.
Just where I was.
I'll just continue up the hill.
Okay. So continuing up the hill, and these bones, right? Some are flattened in the earth, some are upright against the trees, and those who look up can see bones hanging from the trees, right? Let's see. All right. Next is the rest of the party making their way up. Alright, it's been quiet, almost too quiet. You're halfway up, right? You just see bones now at this point. Bones on the floor, bones on the trees, bones in the trees, right? This place has human bones nestled here, right? You're not sure who did it, but they're all like, you know, blending in, carefully resting in the woodland all together. There are so many of them, it's hard to count. Some of you even walk over bones without you noticing for some time, right? Before you like step on something hard and crunchy, right? A cage of ribs, a human skull, right? Okay. So you're halfway up. Do you want to continue further up to the top?
Yep, just continue.
Okay. Back to the first party is the scout. Let's see, back to Quinn. Uh, you made it to the north side of the entrance. You tossed the stone in there, and let's see if you hear a response. Yeah, you hear it hit the floor of the chamber within. That's about it. No other sounds follow up. Do you want to keep
Okay.
listening for a turn,
Screw.
or do you want to?
Nah, screw it. I'm gonna go inside.
All right. You go inside, right? You look in, and it's collapsed. The east side, particularly southeast, is full of rubble, right? Almost completely collapsed in. Most of the rubble seems collapsed in that corner. There's in the middle a sarcophagus-like entry point. It looks like the lid's been removed, and there's a stairway from the west going down toward the east, descending deep below. It's a spiral stair, sloping or descending deep below the hill and the tomb, right? So that's the only entry point you kind of see. Otherwise, this place is very it's very cramped. The wall is like the ceiling is caving in on itself, right? It's caving in toward the southeast. There's so many cracks. There's lots of rocks everywhere. Um, Barely holding up. There's only one thing or two things kind of supporting the west side, which is your side, which are two pillars. One is nearly collapsed, and the other is like still standing pretty strongly, but there's cracks in it. Um, Otherwise, there's nothing really of use in here. It's an empty chamber. You want to descend or something else?
Can I like? Okay, goofy question. Can I like descend and then retreat as soon as I like see what's down there?
Sure. I mean, it's gonna get dark. Do you
Okay,
have a
then.
torch?
Oh shoot. Okay. No, I don't.
Bro took scouting way too seriously.
Alright, don't interrupt. It's
No.
his turn, so. Alright.
Can you not like
You kind
borrow
of
a
just wait
torch
there
from like
trying to
the
figure
other
out what to
person
do
who
from
has one?
here.
He's not with us right now.
He didn't wait for the party.
Yeah, I had the
Oh.
torch,
Wait, but
but
she's
he
not too
left me
far
for it
behind
right
me,
there.
isn't she?
You don't know that. Okay, so Helen, your party continued on the way up to the top of the hill. You're a solo party right now, and you find, of course, the ruins as well. Same description, right? It's got an outer wall, 30 feet by 30 feet. The inner wall, 15 feet by 15 feet. It's the walls of the actual kind of tomb or collapsed tower that has become a tomb, right? You can see the entry point toward the west. You can climb over any wall to approach the building itself. What do you want to do from up here?
I'll go towards the. Do I hear him down there?
You want to
Down
listen
in the
first?
cavernous. Yeah.
Okay, so from here you start to listen for
Like I'll
Quinn.
walk up. I'll walk up to
walk
it
up.
and just like
Okay.
listen.
All right, so you want to walk up to the entrance?
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way toward the entrance then, and there's a party. Uh, you have just arrived on top of the hill, and you can see Helen is standing near the entry looking in. And Helen, you can see, of course, someone's already in there. It's Quinn. He's like near the entry point, further in, just kind of looking around, figuring out how to move further, perhaps. So at this point, back to Quinn. So the party, by the way, you just arrived, and as you just arrived, actually, what would be your follow-up action? So those who just arrived, you want to start approaching the entrance, which is toward the west, or something else? Discuss.
Start getting a torch lit.
Torch is lit. Okay.
I'll approach the entrance and approach Quinn.
I'll hand out torches.
All right, you're not with them, Helen. So the party
Okay.
north of the ruin. You guys, some of you want to start advancing. Some of you want to start lighting torches. Are we gonna split up? Or are we gonna light torches first? And get into column formation. So it
Torches
looks like
first.
Bruni wants to advance. So let's see. Who wants to advance with Bruni and the third party, the main party?
Well, Bruni has the torches, so we'll
Okay.
have to follow him.
Yeah, Orpheus will go with Bruni.
All right. Well, he's not lighting torches right now. He's advancing. So he's advancing toward the entry. Let's see. So it leads you guys toward the entry, which is on the west side of the structure, and that's where Helen is. Helen, from here, do you want to light your torch? You're at the entrance. You can see Quinn.
Yeah, I'll light my torch and head in.
Okay, and then Quinn, as you were kind of carefully observing, figuring out how to advance, you could hear someone just arrived. It's Helen when you look around, when you turn around to see, right? She's lighting a torch. What would you like to do from here? Do you want to join her and become one party, or do you want to advance, or something else?
I would like to join Helen. And is the torch the only thing she has in her hands?
Nope.
It's not?
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
the
it was,
torch is
yeah.
the only thing she has in her hands.
She's taking out
Okay,
a
okay, okay.
tinderbox at the moment from her bag to light it.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, then I will join with Helen and let her know that I found the stairway that goes downwards, and we're gonna need that torch to go down there to explore.
Right, so you guys
If
kind of
Helen would like to
discuss.
explore with me.
Good, yeah. So, I mean, I guess we kind of forgot we invited like 8 other people to do this with. Let's see, it's okay.
Oh crap, you're right.
Let's see.
We'll abandon the party.
No,
We'll
no,
see if we die or not.
like I said, he took scouting way too seriously.
Okay. The rest of the party, you make it to the entrance, and when you get there, you can see Helen, on the ground, right, underneath, with her bag open, her tinderbox open. She's lighting a torch right now. Quinn is
Alright,
here too, just
perfect.
kind of watching her, right, waiting for her to get up, and with her flaming torch. The rest of the party, you just arrived to the entrance, right? So from here, what would you guys like to do?
Who do
Torchbearers
you
can, of
want to
course,
enter in?
We'll
immediately enter.
enter
They're in the
and
way. So you want to just push forward into the darkness, or do you want to get into formation
And you gotta
first?
light it.
I'm gonna wait for
We'll
him to light
use
the
her
torch.
lit torch to light our torches.
Right. So wait for it to light a torch. Torchbearer, like I said, if you're a torchbearer, you can advance to her and get your torch lit on hers. The rest of you might actually get into marching order. Okay, right now we're all a mess. Right now we're in we're in 2 lines, right? We're not even in the column
Oh,
ring.
God. No. Oh.
Should we maybe fully regroup at this point and create our columns?
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Let's get into normal marching order.
Yeah,
Right.
call Quinn back.
So
Alright.
Quinn,
The
are you
exact
okay with
same walk.
falling
We don't
back
need to remake it.
to the 4th rank? Or do you guys want to put Quinn in the 1st rank? He is a thief after all.
Oh yeah, we'll put him in the.
Sure.
He wants to be at exploring so bad. Yeah.
If you put him in 4th, who wants to fall back to 4th then? Trade places with him.
I'm saying we can put him up front.
I'll go to the back.
Okay. Portos moves to the 4th rank. And then Quinn, you're sent to the front to lead or to help explore ahead. So let's see. The ones leading the exploration shall be Bruni then, Quinn, and of course, well that's it. There's only 2 in the front. So Bruni and Quinn, you're leading the way. Everyone else will follow and provide input, right? Map as we go. But the way in is east, right? The entrance is on the west side of the building if you're mapping. So at this point, for those who are not familiar, in old school D&D, you have to draw your own maps. Okay, you take mapping very seriously. You're going to draw out what is described, right? It requires a good imagination. Not everyone has to do this, but it's recommended that everyone gives it a try. So if you get lost, you know the way out. But it's a kind of a memory game, right? Trying to figure out how to enter and get out. Let's see. So right now, the entrance leads you east into the tomb. The tomb is a cavernous chamber, not cavernous, it's a collapsed chamber, right? The east side seems collapsed, but it would originally be like a 15-foot by 15-foot square chamber inside, but the eastern half, toward the southeast mainly, is collapsed, okay? So it's more like a triangle-shaped chamber, with the highest point being the northwest, and the lowest being the southeast. In the middle of it is your entry into the dungeon, a sarcophagus-shaped entry point with the lid nearby, but the stair within it that leads down below the tower, right? So, shall we descend?
Yes.
Alright. The stairs descend for a while. They spiral down below the tomb for 10 meters or 30 feet. So it's not until 30 feet, or it's not until maybe 20 feet when you actually enter the first chamber down here, okay? Let's see. My map.
Alright.
Right. Let's see what we're doing on time. Time-wise, I think we have maybe 1 more hour to go.
Yeah. I said, hold on.
Yeah, no.
God.
Dragon's gonna kill us before we get loot.
Yeah.
All right. You've
Yep.
descended into a 10-foot chamber just now. It's very small, stone chamber. Okay, below the stairs, or down the stairs. You're in a 10-foot chamber. Not everyone can enter at once. Most of you are still on the stairs by the time the first few ranks make their way into the chamber. There's 3 exits, one to the north, west, and south. Okay, and they lead into small chambers as well. Given the amount of torchlight provided, you can see about 5 feet ahead. 5 feet of bright light, maybe 10 feet of dim light.
Can I see more because I'm a dwarf?
Sure.
Alright.
So in those dim conditions, you can see them as bright almost. But in the bright conditions, it's hard for you to see. You have a -1 if you need a torch. Let's see.
I'll just work here.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we're looking around. We can see toward the north is a chamber, west is a chamber, and south is a chamber. It looks like there's some type of open pit toward the north, some type of open pit to the west, and some type of open pit to the south. Which way shall we continue through this?
Forget all of that. Can we look? Can we look under the stairway, around like the stairway where we came from, and
Oh yeah.
can we look around, like all of us, try to find it?
Yeah. I.
Find what?
So
Uh,
just follow our league. Just follow our
I
lead.
I heard there's some secret entry somewhere leading to level
Guys,
2.
we shouldn't be doing this. We should just map what we got and get out, because
You don't want to go to level 2?
no,
We already got everything mapped.
we don't have enough time. So
Then we can just go all the way west then. From here.
I can get us to there.
Boomer.
We have some disagreements. The majority of the party think we should go down, and one party member thinks we should go somewhere else.
Bruni, look at your map. Everything's mapped out on level 1.
All the way at the west, there is still like 3 exits.
Okay, yeah, there is all the way to the west. Yeah, we could go there all the way to the west. So yeah, let's go there then. Fuck it. It's past the pit.
All right, so to the west.
All right. So,
Yeah.
No, we'll go. Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Very well. Okay, so now we're exploring toward the west. Let's see.
Since we have it, this is detailed map too. Ooh.
Yeah, this follows work. These are
Yeah.
very good map, bro.
I can see all the old traps and stuff that were placed in there.
All right, so you're moving into another 10-foot chamber, it appears, given the torchlight provided. Right, we can see about 5 feet ahead clearly, with the torchlight being in the second rank. You're exploring into a 10-foot chamber, stone chamber. Okay, the ceiling is slightly domed. It's about 8 to 10 feet from the floor. Each exit's about 3 feet wide, no doors. Right, this place, any sound you make echoes throughout the various chambers in all directions. This looks like just a maze of many small chambers so far. And you're moving west through this next chamber. It's 10 feet. There's a open pit in the middle. It's about a 5 foot by 5 foot square pit. Goes down for about maybe 3 feet. You can see inside of it at the bottom are just bones. That's it.
We'll move north of the pit.
This place is kind of
travel
cold.
along.
Yeah, we just
north
avoid
along
it.
it. Westward.
We'll go
Okay.
west along the northern wall.
Okay, very well. You stay close toward the north wall, and as you move west, it's a very tight space, but you try to fit, right? Continuing past the north exit. Beyond the north exit, you can see another chamber, quite small. But you continue west toward the western exit, another small archway leading to a chamber to the west, also 10 feet by 10 feet. Shall we explore through there? So far, we can see in there's a small table.
Yes.
Is that fine? Okay. Alright, we're on turn 0 still. Actually, no, we're on turn 1. You've been in the dungeon for about 10 to 20 minutes. Let's see. We explore at the rate of heavy footmen, so 90 feet per turn, as we're mapping on our own. Let's see. Turn 1 currently. All right. Moving toward the west. You go through the chamber toward the west exit. Is that what you want?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As soon as you enter, that table, which was in the middle, shifts toward the west in your direction, right? In the opposite direction, toward the way you're headed.
Oh,
That table suddenly shifts across the floor. What do you do?
I remember this.
I'll hold
Go
up my
north.
shield. Yeah, we'll move north.
Right. It starts to go toward the north, and then it starts to shift toward the east, slamming into your party's ranks. It slams into like the second or third rank. Is this fine? You guys want to fight it?
No. Can,
Alright.
can we just
Table
push it away?
crashes into your second rank as you're making your way north. So suddenly the table just starts shifting violently quick into rank 2, which consists of the members, let's see, Callisto and Helen and Garfunkel. A small table attacks one of the three of you. I'm going to roll randomly to see who it is. And it turns out to be number 2, which is a 1 on a d3. So that's going to be Callisto. Out of everyone, it like rams into you, right? It just slams into you. Uh, you can save against it if you want. If you dodge it, it will run into the person behind you. So, did you want to try to dodge it, or did you let it run into you, or did you do something else to defend yourself?
I'll do a save.
Okay, you just try to dodge it. 14 passed, and so the next person behind you gets to make a save, which is in third rank. So it went past you into third rank, and that means either Danes or Cormar are targeted, or Belmont. So I'm going to roll randomly, see who gets hit instead. So you dodge it so that it can hit someone else, right? And in that case, it's Cormar in this situation. And Cormar, do you want to try to dodge it? So it hits the wall. The wall is behind you at this point. So if you dodge it, it will hit the wall. Or do you want to take the hit? And if you're not paying
Torture.
attention, it's going to hit you. You have
Torture.
10 seconds to respond.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Torture.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, he was just kind of following along and not really paying attention. The table slams into him
He just
and
fucking
causes
goofball.
1d3 damage. Okay, it slams violently hard into him, right? Almost trying to crush him against the wall. Like the spirit just hit him. 2 damage. The average man would be crushed into the wall, right? And killed. Kormar has how many hit points? Let's see.
He's a thief, so
He only has a total of 2. It's a death blow. Saving throw versus death, and he dies. The table crashes
okay.
into the wall, slamming him. His ribs crack open, right? He spits blood and falls against the table. It's like basically smashed him against the wall, crushing him, right? The table does
Alright,
not
let's
stop
keep on
there.
moving along.
Did he disconnect or something, or what's going on with him?
Yeah, he left after he died.
Did his mic break
He
down,
left
or
after he left after he died. So
all right? Maybe his mic broke down. If that's the case, I might give him a chance to fix this.
No, he was muted.
It's muted.
He was muted the whole
He just
time. Yeah, he was
left.
muted the whole
He,
time.
he, he never tried talking.
All right.
At all.
Uh, so maybe I
He
don't
would
know if he had mic
he would
issues or not.
he would have said something in party or
He went
DM one of
offline.
us.
Let's see. All right.
Torture's been doing this a bit recently
Okay.
too.
Well, in that case, he knew the consequences, right? And he's dead. Okay. So Cormar gets
Just
killed
keep
in that
moving
moment.
along.
Shall we keep moving through the chamber,
Yep,
or
Yeah.
do
keep
you guys
moving
want to try to
along.
Yes.
All right, the man
Nope,
keep
keep moving
advancing,
along.
and
Yep,
as
let's
your
keep moving.
party keeps advancing, the table, after crushing him, moves again to kill another person. It moves into rank. So rank 4, as it crushed him, you were able to get past. But rank 5 is the next target, right? So the rank 5, you're trying to get across, uh, and that includes Orpheus and Constantine. So you guys just want to run for it, try to dodge it.
Yeah, we're running for it north.
Okay.
Yeah.
It targets one of you. Um, one is gonna be Constantine, and two is gonna be evens is gonna be uh, sorry, evens gonna be Orpheus. Yeah. Okay. Evens. It goes for Orpheus. Orpheus dodges it or tries to. Saving throw. Okay. It's just trying to slam into you. Okay, so alright. It's not trying to really
Fail.
penetrate your armor. It's just a large, small table, wider than you. Just going at you with your safe versus paralysis. You're a
I'm a level 1 fighter.
fighter. Okay. So
Paralysis for a fighter would be a 14.
That's a
alright.
fail.
It's a fail. Okay, so you're not able to dodge it. Um, and it's just doing.
I got 1 hit point.
Okay, we'll do.
I'm dead.
The other character doesn't get the, because it's gonna hit you so far. It's just moving into you, not really trying to penetrate your armor. Yeah, it will definitely do damage. So, here's your damage.
I'm dead. He can now have 1
He's dead.
Okay,
HP.
saving throw versus death. Okay, this is a blunt weapon after all too, so you have a decent chance of surviving it if you don't give up. So, 5. Okay, so that's
I'm
gonna
dead.
be pretty fatal. Yeah, it crushes you into the wall as well, moving across, just slamming you into the opposite wall, and we lose our poor
I just
Orpheus.
run
He's
towards the
crushed
north.
into the wall and killed. So 2 men are crushed as we did not
Everyone's
deal with
supposed
the
to run
threat.
to a table.
Run towards the
Okay,
north.
for the remainder of the adventure, yeah, you can sit out. But thank you for playing, and I hope to see you at the next one. Orpheus has died as well. 2 members lost to a table. Let's see.
Yo,
Oh my lord.
Orpheus
table
and
killed.
The
Thank
tables
God.
really did turn.
Thank God I didn't go after me.
We're not in the clear. You have to run
quite
away from it.
unfortunate.
Oh wait, it's chasing us?
Yeah.
It only went for those crossing the chamber. So we probably could have
Well,
dealt
wait,
with
why
it
didn't they go for
safely, but
frontline?
we advanced. We took the risk. We knew the risk, and we suffer for it. All right, you've made it through the
Fucking
chamber toward
table.
the north. This
Yeah.
next chamber toward the north, instead, let's see. Those leading the way toward the north chamber, it seems to be. It
There's
seems to be
another
mostly
table I'm breaking.
empty. The floor looks quite cracked, though. The floor looks. There's a lot of cracks in the middle of the floor here. As you're moving through, which direction do you want to advance so the rest can follow?
To the
Do
west.
West?
western corner and then do the exit. Yeah.
Alright, moving toward the west, just leading your men west toward the western exit. Okay. Rank 1 moving. Let's see.
Statue.
Alright, the party's moving toward the west, and on the way westward, one of the party members in the rank 1, it was Quinn, steps on a loose piece of floor, which was toward the northeast in that cracked area on the floor. Right, we chose not to avoid it. Right, you have to mention it if you want to avoid it. We just kind of
Yeah.
went through, and he ended up stepping over a part of it, and it collapses under his feet. He gets gonna make a saving throw for his paralysis. We'll give him to not fall into the floor. So
I said we were going to the western corner. You can.
Yeah.
you said western, you went west, right? I didn't hear a
Yeah,
western
western
corner.
corner.
Yeah, he said western north. Yeah, what? What? We went northwest.
You went
Whatever.
west, right? You said west. I said it out loud, right? And we went with it.
Yes, but you're saying he steps on something on the northeastern.
Toward the northeast. It's not in the northeast corner. It's in the middle of the chamber.
Oh, okay.
Right. So if you're moving west through the chamber, right, you're passing through the middle, as right. So one of you actually stepped on it. You're in 2 columns, moving westward, and the
Yeah,
person
yeah.
close to the center has
I
fallen
thought,
through.
I thought maybe you just did it wrong. That's fine. Yeah.
No. So here's a chamber, for example. As you lead your men westward, right, part of your men will be close toward the east, and one of them was, of course, our one of them was our Quinn, right? He steps into it, and the floor beneath him collapses, making the saving throw versus we'll say
He's a roll of
paralysis.
16. 16.
All right, he falls into the pit
Damn.
and takes 1d6 damage. It's a 5 foot pit, 10 feet deep. Takes 3 points as a dual damage.
He's a
Let's see.
thief.
Our thief
Pretty sure
here
he has the
is
5.
Quinn. We did not have someone prodding the floor hit or anything like that. We're checking traps. So we walk through and that's it. Quinn took 3 damage. He has a total of 2 hit points. Death save.
Oh, never
Okay.
mind.
If he survives, he just breaks a bone. But if he does not, he just dies, right? And
Oh my
he
gosh.
died. All right, you fell down to the pit and died.
Yeah,
You can't
everybody's
see.
dying. 3 bodies.
Bones crack, and you see
We
his
have
head
it
slams against the
Crazy.
floor.
in the
Another
dungeon.
death happens,
We
right?
lost 3 people.
As soon as the
Yeah.
first rank triggers the trap, there's a hole in the floor now. Rank 2, do you want to keep advancing the same way or something else? Seems like rank 1,
I
one of
want
them
to go
continued
around.
west. You want to go around it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay, I
avoid the
suggest we
hole.
go around the cracks.
Okay, so now Helen's going around it, leading the party around it then at this point. Kalisto, you want to follow with her?
I'm gonna just go around it and then follow Boomer again.
Right,
I'm gonna,
Bruni.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow Boomer after I
As
go.
soon as the floor collapses, Bruni, went toward the west, right? Bruni, as soon
Yeah,
as that
to the
happened,
west.
right, did you want to just continue west or do you want to wait for your party on the west side?
I will wait for my point.
Okay, you wait for them to get around the pit and maybe rank 2 or 3 catch up while the other rank is still trying to get through, right, into the chamber. So they're filing in as that table was crushing some of the men in the previous chamber. One guy fell into a deep and dark pit. For the remainder of the adventure, I want to thank you for playing. As long as you did, you're new, and dying in the first game is actually really good, um, because it conditions you for future games. Okay, death is part of old school D&D, and it only teaches you, right? It teaches you, it conditions you because it's very common and it's part of the game. It's part of the fun. So it's not fun if you can't lose or win, right? You can't win without being able to lose. So for this one, you lose, but I want to thank you, Zixon. I hope you had fun with us, and I hope to see you at the next one. But for the remainder of the game, you can spectate if you want, or you can, of course, enjoy the rest of your day. So, take care, brother.
Alright, you have a good one.
hmm The adventure continues. Alright, so we lost another brother. Let's see. Our twin has died. Let's see.
Yeah.
Next is the rest of the party filing through, right? You guys are able to continue toward the west, and as the party's trying to get into this chamber with the pit, at this point, Bruni, you want to lead them west so they can actually get through.
Yeah.
Okay. You lead them west into the next chamber, so the party's still trailing behind in the same or in the previous chamber with the pit. But you lead them into a chamber toward the west. Let's see what's in here. Another 10-foot chamber with 3 exits, one on each wall. This one here, uh, you can see there's a there's a strange statue now that you see in here. Uh,
That's a praying statue.
yes. Okay.
Yep.
You can see that the statue is looking, is praying to the sky, right, or looking up, praying. Uh, there's pebbles around it, pieces of rock, and bones. You'll see in the floor surrounding it is blood stains here and there, and beneath that, in the dust, just you barely make it out, but a strange ritual circle, right?
Think we should head
Like go
We'll
south,
head
southwest.
yeah, south.
One.
Want to
Yeah,
go
why
south
not?
through here?
Yeah, go
Southwest through here?
south.
South, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Same 2 columns still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, uh, does anyone want to move into rank 1 with Bruni, or Bruni, you want to stay by yourself in rank 1?
I want to wait for someone to come up here with me.
Okay, anyone
I can
want
move
to
up.
Does
close,
Brody have
close
a
the gaps?
torch?
He doesn't need one. He's a dwarf. I'll go up with him. I have sleep. So.
Alright, so we send...
Dwarves have night vision.
They have night vision. Doesn't mean that they can see in complete darkness, though. They
They
need
could
some
just
kind
see
of light still.
well and see well in dimming conditions and see further.
Alright,
That's
so we
pretty
send someone up toward him. Let's see, who are we sending?
Garfunkel.
Garfunkel? Alright, Garfunkel, you're in first rank now. Second rank is still Helen and Callisto, is that fine?
Yep.
Alright, in third rank we have just Belmont, or does anyone in the back want to move up to the third rank? Like Portos, you can move up if you want. You can even use a spike from third,
Yeah,
a pipe from third rank.
I have a pike, so I'll be in third rank because I can still do something from there, or second rank if there's room.
There is. Second rank is loose, or not loose. Yeah, it's loose right now. If you move there, it'll be tight. It's
I'll
normal.
stay in third. I'll stay in third.
Okay.
Yeah,
Third is
stay in
tight.
third, yeah.
I can move back a rank.
You want to move back a rank?
No, you have the
Yeah,
torch.
because
We need you.
I
You're the
thought
torch
You
I
have
bearer.
the
heard
Bro,
torch.
you
everyone
have the
had a torch.
You
torch.
have the torch.
Yeah,
Without
I
you, we
thought
can't see.
everyone else also had a torch.
We, if
Uh,
you
You're the
move
only one with the
back,
torch in the front. We need you in
if
the
you
front.
move
It's
back, if you move back, people in the front are gonna have a hard time seeing nothing. We need you
yeah.
in
Okay.
the front.
I thought I heard that Bruni took a
who had the
torch
torches,
or
by the
lit
way?
his
It's just
torch or something.
Helen
No,
and who else?
Rudy's a dwarf. If he has a torch, he has a -1. So
Who
you can
lit the
tell.
torches?
What?
We got Helen and who?
Who else lit a
Uh,
torch earlier? Someone in the rear had a torch, right?
Somebody had a torch.
So
Or was it
unless
just
the
Helen?
unless somebody that died recently
Because
died
it
with the
was minus
torch.
two torches,
Probably.
so one more person had a torch.
probably
Need a
someone died.
volunteer since we don't have anyone. Was it
Uh,
Constantine?
I can hold one and hold the pike in the other hand.
Nah, I don't have a torch.
Let's give it to Constantine then. Let's say Constantine had it.
Okay.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, so yeah, sling and torch. Alright, so Constantine's in 5th rank. Constantine, there's no one in 4th, so we're gonna move you up to 4th then. So to close the
Can I
gap.
Sounds good.
can I go to fourth?
Who wants to go to 4th?
Belmont.
Belmont. Okay, sure. So Belmont, you were in 3rd, you're in 4th now. 3rd is no longer tight. 3rd is normal now. Alright, nice. The ranks are stretched and fixed. And 1st rank moving through the chamber toward the southwest, toward the south exit then. Right. Just carefully observing, moving through the area in 2 columns. Let's see. And you're okay with moving across this chamber? This chamber is dominated by pebbles and rocks on the floor, blood stains, and a strange symbol on the right beneath all of that.
fine.
Also, there's a strange statue in here of a man begging toward the sky.
Yeah, let them keep begging. Let ignore him.
Okay,
Near the
moving through.
statue.
Okay. All right. Rank 1 made it through, and rank 2. Let's see, saving throws. Okay. Failed and failed. So the group is moving through the area. Rank 1, you're moving through, and as you finish making your way through, suddenly, suddenly, uh, the statue awakens, right, and reaches out for rank 2. It suddenly just grabs at them, right? So
Gargoyle? That's scary.
statue is moving toward him and grabs at one of them. It's a stone statue of a man, right? Just walking into or running into you. Uh, let's see.
Ain't no way.
Who is the target? Uh, evens or odds. In the second rank will be
Can I cast
Callisto.
sleep on it?
Evens
Can I
will
cast
be
sleep on
Helen.
it?
In a moment. Alright. So
No.
you had the surprise round since no one took guard against it. Right, you just moved through. We carefully move through, but it gets up and attacks. So its target is Callisto. So Callisto, you are making your way through, and suddenly this thing reaches for you. Okay. So we're gonna go down the list. You guys can declare your actions. You can react to this. So as you walk through carefully, right, this thing reaches for you. First, we'll start with Constantine, who is in the far back still, hasn't made his way through the chamber. You see suddenly there's movement in the chamber, but you can't really tell exactly what's going on. So from the back, do you want to just try to keep moving up, or do you want to try something else? You're still in the previous chamber with the pit.
Mm, I'll keep moving up.
Okay, moving, trying to get through. Callisto, you're the one being attacked. Do you want to stab at it with your spear or something else?
Yeah, probably defend myself.
Okay, you do a melee. Bruni, you've made it past already. You're in the next chamber. The next chamber, let me describe it to you. Let's see. You walk into a chamber with a larger painting than the previous one. It dominates the floor. And there's even some old candles at each point. Let's see. Or sorry, you went south? Or did you go? Yeah, you went south. Never mind. There's no painting there. There's instead, my bad, I messed up. There's instead, let's see.
No, that was correct. We went southwest
You went southwest into the south exit.
into the west exit. We want to go to the west.
You said south.
Oh,
It was south.
I thought we were
It
going to
was
the
south.
west.
No,
Nope.
it was
I have
going
it
to
on.
the south.
I'm keeping
Okay.
track. So I moved my.
No, no,
page
I'm,
around.
I know. Maybe I didn't hear it, but I thought the plan was to go west. But it's fine.
You went southwest toward the south exit from the east. If you're in the east
Yeah.
exit and you go southwest, that's toward the south exit then, not the west. You would have to go directly west to go to the west exit if you're starting from the east.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So let's see. In here, you instead see what appears to be a broken statue on the ground. Uh, it's just a scattered broken statue here. Looks like it's kind of out of place. It's mostly toward uh, the west. It looks like as if someone maybe broke it or was dragging the statue through, and it's in multiple pieces toward the west, just like sitting there on the floor. Okay.
All right. I'm
All
gonna
right.
turn back to.
So what's your action then, Bruni?
Am I able to adequately like bash that thing with my shield?
You don't see it.
The
You want to turn around and see it?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
you're
what I
moving
meant.
back
Turn around.
toward it. Okay.
Mhm.
That's your
Yep.
move. And let's see. Keep in mind we don't have eyes in the back of our heads, so you move the head and then the text. So you're turning around to see it. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, and
No
then
problem with that.
Helen, you were beside Callisto when he got attacked. You had a torch in your hand. Did you want to try anything else here, or do you want to just keep moving? If you stop here, then no one else can
Um,
advance.
can I move out the way then?
Your party was going southwest toward the south exit. You can continue toward the exit, or you can try to move back toward your party coming from the northeast, or you can move northwest toward the monster, or southeast into the corner. So again, your options are southwest after Bruni, right toward the exit, or northwest toward the monster, or northeast toward the rest of the party following you, or toward the southeast into the corner. Southeast kind of would
I'll
make you
move towards the monster.
moving toward it. Okay.
I have one health point, but I might as well go out trying to help.
Are you trying to attack it with your torch?
Uh, I I wanted to see about trying to appease it by offering it the dandelion.
Okay, so maybe this round you don't move toward it yet. You have to get the dandelion out.
Okay.
Okay, so you're equipping the dandelion from your bag. All right, Garfunkel. From the first rank, you made it past. Right, you're in the next chamber, but already you can see Bruni's turning around. Right, he's going back. What do you want to do from here? You want to keep going into the next chamber? If you stop here, the rest of the party cannot advance. Right. So.
I'll just follow Bruni. I'll
All right, so
follow
you
him
turn
back.
around so the party cannot advance. Okay, going north back into the north chamber, right, with the statue in there. Following Bruni, that's the
Yup.
plan. Danes,
Yep, I'll
you're further
follow Bruni.
back. You're behind Callisto and Helen, who are being attacked, kind of, right? You've
Do
just
I see
entered
it?
the chamber, right? So you're toward the east exit. What do you do from here?
Do I see it?
You can see it.
I'll shoot at it.
All right, you fire at it before it closes the distance, sure. And then Portos,
I will run at it and try to. Uh,
you can stab it from where you stand. You've got plenty of reach.
okay, then that's what I will do.
Okay. All right, and then let's see. Belmont in the fourth rank with Constantine. What's your action? Do you wanna? You can move up into third and open fire, or try to open fire next round, or you can try something else. Up to you.
If I cast sleep, is that 100%
The echo is
effective rate?
crazy.
Yeah, who is that?
All right, so if you do right now, you cannot see it. You're in the previous chamber, so you must advance if you do want to act against it. You can try
Oh,
to
can I
cast sleep
advance and
after you
cast
move
sleep?
up. So,
Okay, I guess I'll advance then.
all right. The issue is that if the men ahead of you don't advance, you cannot advance, right? So most of them are not advancing. Um, so you'll just be held up like trying to get in there, but there's just people in the freaking way, right? Not letting you through. So what actually happens is we'll start the round with some missile combat. We have someone standing at the eastern exit, blocking the way for the others, firing his bow. It's Danes. Let's see, rolling to hit. He rolls or he fires at twice the rate. Danes, do you want to fire two separate shots or just one single shot? If you fire a single
Two.
shot, you can do it for double
Oh,
damage, right? So
I'll do single
potentially.
then.
single.
Yeah.
So we'll roll twice, and if you hit twice, then it's double damage, right? So if you miss both, you do none. Okay, so here's your first attempt. 17. Okay, it's gonna hit. Here's your second. 6. All right, so just one set of damage. So you fire once, you're gonna hit it. You're gonna deal 1d8 damage to this thing, whatever it is. 7 damage. Okay. So this thing is a stone statue. Just it's not really moving. Like it's just shifting, right? It's still in prayer shape and it's just shifting into the direction of what is it? Callisto. It's just shifting
It
toward him,
wants
right? In the
it
prayer
wants to pray with me,
hands.
the cleric.
Perhaps so, right? So the whole thing just shifts toward him violently, like the table did. It probably will deal more damage because it's way heavier, right? So it shifts and creates a loud noise against the floor. And as soon as you shoot it, it stops, right? It stops in that moment. The combat ends there. It just stops right before it crashes into him. Some of you move up to hit it, and you do manage to hit it, right? So like, for example, portals, you're able to get 2 good stabs or 1 really good stab in there, right? And then everyone else, you're just stabbing, pushing. You also took out your dandelion, right? That was Helen, and then it's already just sitting there, right? Doing nothing at this point. You'll hit it, and you can feel like the air gets colder for a moment, and then it goes back to normal after hitting it.
Alright.
Okay. You lose 1 arrow. It snapped when it hit the stone statue.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like we've
Also, loud
overstayed our
noise. We
welcome
made a
here.
noise check. Wonder monster check. 6. Okay.
Alright.
We're about we're in turn 3 actually right now, I
I
think.
think we
Or
should
no,
just leave because the
Yeah.
dragon
we're
fear
only
is
in turn
better.
2 actually. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much time do I have left in game, Ekin?
Dragon fear, Egan.
Game time we have about 30 minutes left.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and let's leave.
Wrap it
Yes,
up.
leave.
You have no gains
Yeah,
from this expedition.
that's fine.
Let's go,
We
dude. I'm
lost
gonna
3
loot the
people.
corpses. I'm gonna loot the
Yeah,
corpses.
the
Before I
corpses are
leave.
at the table. You want to go hit the table? Go by all
Let's
means.
not. Let's not.
I'm gonna
Let's just
sleep
leave.
the table, motherfucker. I'm fucking.
Alright.
Yeah. That's-
So
Just
shall we
leave.
regroup and
Why don't we burn that table, man, with the torches?
Let's get out of here first. Okay, I'll get us out, Ekin.
okay. So we regroup in the chamber with the stone statue then. There's the next chamber to the south, right, had a stone statue as well, but it was broken. It was toward the west exit. Otherwise the chamber was empty. So you regroup
You
with in the chamber with the strange markings on the floor and all the rubble and blood stains, right, against the wall and floor. There's some bones piled against the walls here and there, right? Maybe the statue did that. The statue is just sitting there now, a man in prayer on his knees, with blood stains on him, right?
I pray with him.
Okay, so the party regroups there, gets back into formation, and starts to explore it. In which direction?
We'll move back out where we can. We'll move east.
Well, we move north and leave that cracked area.
Yeah. Avoid the crack.
No. Move from the statue. Go up north
Yeah.
instead.
Go north? Okay. Going north. Let's see.
Oh.
We are approaching a chamber with only 2 other exits, east and west of here. And you can see that
It should have
there's
a table.
another table in here. It's a
Mhm.
it's another small table toward the north wall. That's it. There's 2
That's
other
all.
exits.
We'll move east.
Okay, exploring toward the east. You're exploring into a chamber with a large exit toward the north. It's a set of double doors. They're currently closed. 2 other exits east and south, just narrow archways.
Alright.
And
We'll
in the middle of
move.
this chamber, there's a pool. It's 3 feet by 3 feet. A small pool.
Mhm. We'll move northeast around the pool, and then continue to the eastern exit.
Alright. Continuing toward the east exit, you made your way into the next chamber then, exploring to here. You can see that along the north wall, the wall's been pulled apart. There are loose bricks all over there. Let's see. And other than that, there's a pile of bones next to the north wall as well. Which way?
We'll move east.
Moving east. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, surprise check. Both sides are surprised. On the way toward the east, eventually you can hear, or when you turn around, uh, in the dim sphere torchlight, you now can see there's people standing in there. Right? They are just standing there,
How do they?
observing you from the west.
What do they look like?
You look back, but before you can, let me describe the current chamber you're in. The current chamber you're in seems to be a corner chamber. There's only one other exit toward the south, and you can see bones toward the south exit. You can also see at this point, climbing out of a hole in the northeast corner are centipedes, very large centipedes, climbing out. The reaction to you is uncertain, right? They just kind of climb out and observe you from the northeast corner. These very long, skeletal or bony-looking skeletons are climbing out of the walls, right? On the floor, on the walls, some on the ceiling, barely hanging on. And then toward the west, of course, you look back, or the rear guard is actually still in that chamber, right? Because they're trailing behind. So rank 4 and 3 are still in there, and these things get up with you, and they are toward the north, right? Those bones have risen. Okay, they just like get up. You can hear the moans of the dead, right? They pick up weapons at their feet, okay, and just kind of stand there at the moment, right? Slowly start to trudge forward toward you, right? So they move very slow and jagged. You guys want to keep going east?
Yeah, the party in the front is gonna go south.
South.
Yep,
All right,
we
you lead
go
them south.
east and then south, following them.
All right. So we're going toward the south exit. Okay.
There we
Both parties are
go.
surprised. As soon as you pass over the bones toward the south, those same bones also rise. The other bones have moved. The bones in the rear guard, though, have actually, the skeletons there have closed the distance pretty easily on our western flank, and our rear guard is attacked. Before they can fully escape, they are attacked. Weapons are being swung at them: spears, old axes, and swords. Right, mostly just axes and maybe a sword here and there, and mostly spears. There's a total of, let's see, rolling. Let's see. So we have, let's see, rolling for skeletons. All right. So western flank, fourth rank slash third rank is attacked. Mostly just fourth rank, right? 3, 4, and 1. So 5. There's 5 skeletons to the west flank. 3 with spears, 1 with a axe, and 1 with a sword. All of them are rusty weapons. So they start jabbing and stabbing and slashing into your fourth rank. Fourth rank was trying to get out. They're like, go, 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 right? And third rank is pushing forward, but fourth rank is attacked. So those who are in fourth rank, you want to keep advancing toward the east. If you do, you might be able to dodge it, right? If you're fast enough. If not, you can turn around and try to fight back. But if you're not fast enough, you're just gonna get hit. So starting with, I'm asking fourth rank first, since they're the ones at risk. Delmont, you had your bow out. You were like pushing your men forward, right, as the enemy closed in. Did you want to turn around and fire, or do you want to just keep running? If you keep running, there's a chance you will just get away, and they won't have a chance to attack you. What's your move? You want to
So
stay
if
back
I
and
use
fire?
sleep,
You want to
I mean,
cast a spell?
if I sleep, does it only like do it on one skeleton?
For one thing, your magic user knows his spell, and he knows that sleep doesn't work against the undead. They cannot sleep. They
Wow.
are the restless dead, right?
Okay, can I? I don't know if I can do this, but can I like unequip my entire inventory and like run as fast as I can to like
You
outrun
can't do
them?
it in 10 seconds, right? It takes longer than 10 seconds,
Oh.
unless you have like a bag, right? You can quickly drop that. So, looking at your character, taking off your clothes could take up to like 10 minutes, right? Or less, maybe a minute to strip yourself of your clothes, take off your boots, your tunic, your belt. Technically, that would take maybe 5 minutes, right? Uh, you have a spear slung over one shoulder, that might take an action, 10 seconds. You have a pouch hanging on your belt. To take your pouch off your belt, that will take an action. You have a symbol around your neck. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong character. Um, your name is Belmont, right? Or Let's see.
Yeah, Belmont.
Okay, to drop your sack, which you're currently carrying over a shoulder, um, or is currently, yeah, currently just hanging that in one hand over your shoulder. That would just take an action to drop. Everything in the sack would also be dropped. Taking off your mail halberd, that would take way too long, right? Maybe 5 minutes to fully unclip it and take it off. So,
So,
you have
or can
10
I just drop
seconds in
my
this
sack?
moment, though. So, thinking is an action. So, but because you're new, I'm explaining things to you, of course. But moving forward, right? I'll explain some things to you, but then further questions, right, will count as your action. So in this moment, in the time, what did you do?
I drop my sack and run.
Okay, drop the sack and run. Dropping the sack is a free action. Running is your move. If your initiative is higher, you will get away most likely. So, Belmont runs. Okay, and next to you was Constantine holding the torch and sling. Constantine, what was your move?
I'll run.
You run. You go for the run. Okay, rank 3. If you do not advance rank 3, then they cannot advance, right? So, starting with Danes. Danes, what was your move?
Advance.
Alright, you're running. Let's see. And Portos, your move?
Yes, running.
Okay, running. Alright. The rest of you were running, I assume. Did anyone in rank 2 or 1 want to do something other than run toward the south exit?
Uh, so as we run in the chamber, they rise up, or when we get in the chamber, they rise up in the south. Because you
Question is
said
just thinking, right?
you
So,
didn't
did
really
you want to
complete
stop him?
what happened to the south.
I will not explain it until you get through the exit, because technically that didn't happen
Okay.
until you passed the exit. So did you go through
Okay.
the exit, or
Yeah, we went through it.
okay?
Yeah.
And if you paid attention earlier, it's not until you get through the exit that they rise. So they don't stop you on your way out. They just rise after. Both sides were surprised. So you didn't notice them getting up, and they didn't notice you leaving. But you would notice them after a round. So one round would go by before you would notice or realize that the skeletons you went right past toward the south get up as well, right? There's another
Okay.
3d4 of them standing there. Okay. You guys rush toward the south, and you're running into another chamber. You've got torchlight still. You're running at this point, though, or are you exploring?
Running.
Running?
Alright, yeah.
Okay, so as you
Mhm.
immediately enter the chamber, uh, you're just running through it. So, is there a particular way you want to run through this next chamber, or do you want to just run straight
I'll
south?
run
Around the pile.
around the around the
A pile?
that
You stop for a
Yeah,
minute and look for a pile?
going
yeah.
eastwards.
Yeah, like south
Oh,
along
toward
the
the east
eastern
wall?
wall.
Okay,
Yeah.
as soon as you enter, you race for
Yeah.
the eastern wall. And in this chamber, as you're passing through it, making your way south along the east wall, I suppose, there is indeed a pit, an open pit. The rest of the party is trailing behind, following you guys toward the south exit, I suppose. Is that the one you want to go through?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
find the
Yep.
stairs here, spiraling up.
Yeah.
It begins toward the
Go
west.
up the stairs.
You lead your party up the stairs and out of the tomb. 30 feet ascent. Right, you're chased after, but the monsters don't keep up. Alright. You escape the tomb with no loot.
Alright.
We've made it out. We lost 3 members. What do we think? Are we going back in, or are we making way home?
We
We're
gotta go
going
home.
home, and I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to head out.
Alright, it's quite unfortunate. Today you let these members lead you, and they failed you. Right? I mean, I guess we failed each other. In
I
finding
I'm
treasure.
head
We
out.
had to wait for
Take
so
care,
many
guys.
miscellaneous actions.
Yeah. So, teamwork, right? If someone's doing their own thing, you're not really working as a team. It's harder to get things done. So, um, but today we learned at least new players. There will be winners. There will be losers. Technically, you did win today because you did not die, but the amount of winning you did was very little, right? At least you learned though. And thank you for playing. I hope you had fun. There's still one more part of the game is getting back home alive. You can still die on the way
Mhm.
home. So, first off, getting off of this hill. How do you guys want to get off the hill?
We'll move northward and we'll try to carefully avoid the skeleton.
Alright, as you're moving north, one of the characters break down. Morel, he's demoralized. He's like, I can't go on, right? He's broken. It's
Let's drag him along.
you drag him along. Alright, you push
Yep.
him
We
forward.
drag him
Yeah.
along.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's Callisto, right? Our cleric. You urge him forward,
Mhm.
and one of you will have to basically drag him. Who's gonna drag him along?
I
I'll
can drag
push
him
him along.
along.
I'll
Helen.
drag
Okay,
him.
Helen's got a free hand, so she
Okay.
drags him along. Alright, which way are we going down the hill?
Oh, we're going north.
Okay, you're descending. Right. You're passing over the various skeletons, right, embedded in the forest, hanging from the trees, buried in the rocks. You make it to the shore. The canoe's still there,
Mhm.
the rope inside.
Yep.
You climb in. You can use the same process you did earlier. Send people across, pull the
Yep.
canoe back. Last person is Bruni.
Mhm.
Alright. You made it across the lake safely. The whole party does after about 20 minutes of careful rowing. And then from here, we mount our horses, we grab our gear, we're back to marching along the river northwest. Is that
Mhm.
fine, or do you guys want a different course?
That's fine.
Okay, back upstream along the river. Now with the roll to see if we encounter monsters on the way home. So, safe travels on the way back. Victory is yours. You arrive in the village of Givalon after another few hours, right? Or actually, it's a forced march on the way home because it was over past the half day, right? So it's a little harder to get to this
Okay.
tomb because there's dense woodland you have to press through. So technically, we did forced march on the way home. You guys are exhausted by the time you get to the walls. The walls open,
Fine.
or the gate opens, and they let you through. And it's a firing
Mhm.
victory. We have learned, we did not find treasure, and we have lost 3 of our own, right? 3 casualties. So it will
Now
be
we
like this
know to
sometimes. Do not
actions.
uh, do not let this deter you from trying again, though, right? It's part of the experience. The more you lose, the better winning will feel, right? So, okay,
Deacon, how
so
much time do we have left?
we technically have 12 minutes left before this game ends.
Oh.
Can we go try to do a wandering monster check on the road?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
no,
No.
no.
You have fun. You have fun with
I'm not
that.
having another cousin dying. You got me fucked up. Let's go.
I did not bring my swashbuckler for this. Okay.
Alright,
Uh,
so
Haynes gonna be depressed because all his cousins and family members are dying while he's
it's too
busy.
bad.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright. There will be another session tonight at around probably.
I can't. I can't
Okay.
Six,
join.
No worries.
It's already 1 o'clock.
Is it 6 p.m. Eastern time like last time or no?
It's gonna be 8 p.m. JST, so probably.
So
So how
8
many hours?
p.m.
6
How many
hours
hours from now?
from
It's
now?
about 4 hours from now.
That's
Yeah,
literally
fuck
6
that.
a.m. That's Eastern time, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Referee, did we get our characters back or we still sick? It's been
your
3
old
sessions.
characters should be recovered by then, right? It's
Yeah, it's
And
3
currently
sessions.
what about
late
Sigmund?
September. What was that?
What about Sigmund? He had a fucking. Or no, not Sigmund. Fucking Valgrid. He had a burnt hand and a diseased
Oh
foot.
yeah, his little burnt whole hand when he
Your
touched the shield.
melted right hand occurred in July, late July, and I said that would take
Season. Fuck.
a
Okay.
season, 3 months, right, to fully heal. So it won't be until winter time, right? Until like late winter, like January of next year.
Yeah.
So
Okay, you can erase Garfunkel's
Mm.
entire sheet. I'm never gonna play Garfunkel again. He
no,
was just
he's
a
gonna
throwaway
no,
character.
he's retired. So if anything,
Yeah. He
the
still
characters you
exists.
retire, you get to become NPCs in the village. So
Mhm. So
right,
Okay.
and they talk about
we
their
had like
stories. Okay, so you retire
Before we're done, can
Garfunkel.
I cast sleep on
Well, I guess
Garfunkel?
I'll wait and see what the next
What
session's
was
gonna
that,
be like.
Melmon?
But
Can't sleep on Garfunkel.
Hey, can I sleep
Coward
Garfunkel
can't
before
sleep
we're
on
The one
done?
him.
who gave you the
No,
sleep
I'm
in the
gonna
first
sleep
place.
on him first. It's my spell. Fuck you,
You
No,
guys
pussy.
do
it's
a
I
spell
got
battle.
it. I said it
Alright.
first.
So basically,
oh yeah.
Belmont did say it first, so he began the spell before you could. And if he
Hell
fails,
yeah.
Roll for
then you
initiative.
can.
I have fast
Who is
reaction time. My entire
who is the
family's been
superior
Alright.
dungeon diving and
spellcaster?
everything. His
You
family
heard
has
him
no
begin the
experience.
spell, right? As you guys sat in the tavern after the adventure, just drinking your sorrows away. Belmont started to curse you, and then you started trying to curse him back, but before you could, his went off quicker, of course. No initiative, cause unless you start at the same time. So
I
he
have a
won.
family of dungeon delvers. He's a brand new, no family
Alright.
experience, nothing. I
The
should
target.
get
Here's
some
your
little
saving throw
buff
versus
on it.
spells. If you pass it, then you get the counter, right? The spell. It's a fail. So Belmont puts
What?
you to sleep. Garfunkel falls
Fuck
asleep in the
you,
tavern.
Belmont.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
Bye,
the
bro.
party
Boomer, beat his
laughs.
ass.
Alright,
Beat his ass, Boomer.
What?
calls a team.
I'm
Bruni,
lying.
you
Nah,
all them.
Boomer, we're
Right, they're
friends.
there. Danes. Anyone
Boomer,
still in
beat
the
his
chat?
fucking ass, dude.
Hey, referee, can I level up this character?
Do you have the money?
Yeah, I have to stash.
Alright, in your house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me check.
400 and I think 25 silvers.
It says
And all I need
there's no money
Haynes
in your
does have
house
it.
right now. You must have put it back on your
Paint.
character.
It's probably on my character then.
Yep.
Yeah.
It does not say there's any money in your house. So.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Okay, so
He's
Can I
just
still
sleeping.
can I still level it up or no?
I suppose you could if Haynes pays.
I'll give him like exactly 200 silvers. And you
So
level him
Haynes
up.
gives him 200. You're at
Yeah,
272 then.
that's fine.
And you're gonna
And I'll
spend
put.
all 200 on XP.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see if you all can stick around a little longer. I suppose you can witness a promotion, see how leveling up goes. So Danes is rising to level 2 because his household, you know, pays for it, rewards him for surviving the delve. You only can level up if you survive an adventure and have the money to do so. So
And then
Danes,
after that, I'm gonna retire Danes. So.
first off, your null guard 5%, your strength is 12, so 1%, your intelligence 11, so 1%, and your billet. Were you a shot caller today? Did you call any shots? I didn't hear Danes calling
No.
any shots. Did you draw any maps?
No.
Okay, so only 7% bonus. So I heard a few of you call some shots, even some of the new players call some shots. Calling shots just means declaring the action for the party, right? Or taking actions actually, not just following
Hey,
along. So
do I get anything for getting middle guard like old school? Oh, I already have it. Okay, never mind.
yeah, you get the roll now. So then when you do spend money on XP, you get bonuses, right?
No, I was talking about like old school adventure roll or something like that.
Oh.
But
Yeah. No, you don't. I don't typically give old school adventure for rising in the ranks. So
you nothing even below. What's the one below that? What's the one below old school
it's a
adventure? Like the
XP bonus
starting
as
one.
a reward. What was that?
Well, he said what's below old school adventure. But I don't
Oh,
think
there's
there is
nothing.
anything
Old school
below that.
adventure is the lowest of the old school
Yeah.
mercy rolls, I guess, right?
Yeah. You get that for like leveling up. That's what.
Yeah,
That's what you
currently
get it
reward
for.
it for leveling up, and currently also reward it for Patreons, and I currently also reward it for recruiting new players.
Well,
So we
I
did
get
actually get some
this
new players.
for.
So did
Yeah.
did I invite Bix
Oh, yeah.
or who invited Bix?
I don't know.
Was that me? I think I did.
Maybe you. You invited like almost
So I'll
everyone
reward
here.
myself for
I
that.
invited
We
Belmont's
had some like some
dumbass.
brain. We had
Yeah,
like
You
some
invited.
brain rot this session.
Ekin invited me.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So in that
Yeah,
case,
I
thank you
invited
for joining us,
fucking
Bix.
Belmont's
I hope to
dumbass.
see you at the next one if you're free.
Wait, Ekin, I have a question.
Yeah, I wanted to ask um, if I'm able to sell the herbs I got.
You could. So typically they're not really worth much, but 3 herbs in the village are usually worth about one silver. So 3 herbs, and if you sell it, might be worth 5 copper if you're good at haggling. Otherwise, you can sell each herb for 1 copper. So
Or do the dandelions count as herbs?
yes,
Or is it
10
like eat the
dandelions.
pound of herbs?
Yeah, a pound of herbs. So a pound of dandelions is 1 copper typically. If you're lucky enough, you can sell a bundle of various herbs, which is your dandelions, or all 3 bundles of herbs for potentially 5 coppers max. If you're good at haggling, like the usual price will be 1 copper for each bundle, right? So that would be 3. But if you
How
want to
do
haggle,
I determine if I'm good at haggling then?
you will have to.
That's just up to you
Yeah,
personally.
you'll have to discuss it. So if you want, if you stay a little longer, we can do that. But first, let me answer some more questions. Do you have any other questions
Yeah, I
for
have a
us?
question.
Okay, and then if you want to haggle, you can. Did you want to haggle for it or? Okay. Who else had?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to you then. Who else had questions before we end today's
I
session?
I
had one.
invited Ven. What do I get? Invited
Oh,
his dumbass.
yes. He
Put
did play
me to
through the
sleep.
session and made it to the end, so you have recruited another young guard into our ranks. Hopefully he will come back to play. But because he did play throughout this one, you are awarded the old school adventurer role, which means you lose your current
Yeah,
one
let's
and you gain
upgrade it.
the legend role. Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
I have a question.
which is worth 2 adventurer
Yeah.
roles. Yes, question?
Since I killed Garfunkel, can I eat his body?
You
You did
didn't
not
kill
kill
me.
him.
You slept me.
You put him to
You
What?
sleep.
Don't you die when you get
Murder in the
sleep?
village is a
No.
crime, right? So again,
Oh.
it's not modern D&D. Again, right? If you murder someone
And
in the town,
also,
people react accordingly. Like a murderer is a murderer here, right? Like you will go to
Also, my
prison
house
for
is
that.
well known.
and also
So
the lawful characters, they wouldn't let you do it. They'll either put you in custody or kill you.
yeah, because
Oh.
I'm well known in this town, boy. I've been on many adventures my family has.
Right.
Lawful characters wouldn't want to watch somebody
You
eat
could
somebody
loot
else.
him,
Like
but if anyone sees you doing that, right, they
that's
could
yeah.
I got nothing to loot
report
anyway.
you.
I rolled like 6 silver, so I dies.
Alright, you did put him
I
to
got
sleep for
jack
fun of
shit.
it. And probably his mates would wake him up. Because you're all mates, you're all friends. So.
Oh, one more thing, Ref. When I get the promotion, I'm taking the battle axe that I know Haynes left on his horse. That's all.
Well, you're gonna
'Cause I
wait,
don't need a.
because we're gonna
Yeah,
discuss that right
that's
now.
fine.
Before we discuss
Okay.
it, since it's a longer topic of discussion, did anyone else have any quick questions? Otherwise, we're gonna level them up. Okay, so if you want to head out at this point, you are welcome to. The game is over. Otherwise, stick around to see a level up or discuss any further questions or any
Sorry,
further
I
gameplay.
have one question.
Yeah.
So just for the future, just to like to be able to know this, if I encounter something like a monster, can I sleep myself to try and like play dead?
You
Would
could.
that work?
Yes, you could.
Well, the monster would
They
walk
would
up to
just
you.
kill you.
Wait, you do
The,
realize you could just actually just play dead instead of wasting your
yeah,
spells?
the
Like,
monster would
Well,
walk up to you, see you're sleeping, and then slit your throat and eat you. So.
well, I mean, like, what if it's like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it doesn't like eat corpses, maybe it just eats like real
All
people.
monsters
And if
eat
I'm so,
corpses.
oh,
Yeah.
all types
damn.
of monsters either kill
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 5-star
or
meal,
eat.
like they're gonna have on you.
Okay, then I'll
Is
sleep
is that
Garfunkel and offer him
is
as a reward.
Okay, go
is
fuck
that
yourself. I'm not
is
letting
that
him
all
copy my
is
spell
that all the
anymore.
questions or what?
Yeah, alright, good night, boys.
All right,
Have a
cool.
good night.
Yeah. Good night. Bye
And
bye.
we had some like.
Alright, we'll do a level
some
up.
brain rot
So,
Mm-hmm.
Danes, it's time for your level up. You rise to a sickle of fighter. You're no longer Danes the veteran, you're Danes the warrior now. And as you rise to level 2, we shall raise one of your ability scores. So which one would you like to raise?
Let me look at my scores. Hold up.
I
So
recommend
I
your
had
strength.
yeah, give me a +1.
Okay, 13 strength now. We cannot gamble. We just take the safe bet. +1. F2. For your hit points, I
Or I
recommend
could
we
have
roll.
taken the +2. You know, that would have been fun. And I get old school adventure, I believe.
Yes, you do.
So I wanna, if I get a low score, if I roll below a 4 hit points, like 4 on a die, I wanna use my old school, because I'm trying to get as much hit points as I can.
Alright, shall we roll just a d8 or do you want 2d8? You can reroll all hit dice. That's how White Box did it.
2d8,
Alright.
2d8, because I have 2 HP. So.
Okay, 2d8, and then we'll add your constitution bonus, which is 0. You've got 10 hit points. Is that fine?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good. Yeah, I'm level 2, and then I'm gonna retire Danes.
Immediately retire him and have him in the reserves. Extra level 2 character.
Yeah.
If you ever
Yeah,
want.
so God forbid Haynes dies and we bring back the body, he'll have 90% of the profits and everything else he has.
I mean, at this point, I'm probably gonna like retire Bruni and then just like make like a 3rd level cleric or something. Like
Okay.
that.
So, with that, your level up is complete. Congratulations. And then everyone else.
Can I do one more
Question:
thing?
Yeah,
is
Portos.
is it possible for me to train up my decks?
You could, if you have the money for it. It's 50 silvers, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it's 50. Oh,
Wait, let me
then
double
never
check.
mind.
Let's see.
So for hit points, it's 50 silvers. For an ability score, it's 100 silvers.
Oh, there it is. So, 100 silvers.
Oh, then never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Alright. And then Bix wants to haggle for her herbs. So Bix, you go to one of the herbalists in the market. You offer your herbs. How do you want to greet the herbalist? You see, an old herbalist selling herbs. You bring your herbs toward him. How do you present yourself? What do you say?
Like, hi, I just went on this adventure, got a bunch of fresh herbs here for you, right out from the forest.
Alright, the herbalist nods, and let's see how he reacts to that. So you're polite and respectful, +1. And then what's your charisma?
My charisma is a 15.
+1 again? Alright. 7 and +2 is 9. Positive reaction. He greets you back kindly. He's like, oh, hello. Oh, these look quite fresh indeed. You're hoping to trade?
Yes, I'm hoping to trade.
Okay. Let's see. You can offer maybe a copper piece for each bundle of herbs. What say you? Good deal?
A couple pieces,
Copper
I said?
pieces. 1 copper piece each for each
Oh,
bundle.
copper piece.
Yes.
How much is a copper piece?
Are you asking me, the Dungeon Master, or him?
Yeah, you as.
Okay, so a copper piece is the lowest currency among coins. It's not the lowest currency among trade. Most villagers also use other things to trade, right, like commodities and other things, but coins can be used as the universal trade, right? Copper is the lowest of all coins. So
How many coppers makes a silver?
10. A copper piece might be equivalent to like maybe $100.
Ah.
Or yeah, maybe like a not $100, maybe more like $10. Yeah, maybe $10.
Yeah. I'll try. I'll try to offer him a bundle like all three for 5 copper pieces.
Okay. So +1 since you have been respectful so far, +1 for charisma, and then but then -1 since you're asking for more, so +1 only. All right, 3 +1 is 4. He shakes his head. Sorry, no can do. 1 copper each bundle. That's how we trade here.
All right. I'll take that then.
Okay, so you accept his offer, and you get 3 coppers for your
Yeah.
herbs. It's a
Oh,
small
nice.
profit. Okay, well that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. Anyone else have anything they need to discuss with me before I head out for tonight?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, Karam?
So I wanna do a quick trade. Um, since my character doesn't have a good melee weapon, Haynes will give him his old weapon, which is the battle axe, and that's
Okay,
it.
so Haynes Battle X to
It
Danes.
should be on my horse. Yeah.
It is there. Okay, I see it. It has been removed and added to your new character.
That is his that is his promotion weapon.
Alright, Danes has a Battle X now.
And I'm gonna retire Danes now.
Okay,
So they're both gonna be in my household.
very well. Alright, anyone else? Okay, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you all for playing and showing up for tonight's game. I hope you have fun. I hope to see you at the next one. Next one should take place in about 4 hours from now.
Alright, man.
Yep.
I'll see you guys.
See ya.
See you guys.